summer swimsuit edition, like Twitch
David.
and IQ,
David.
and just who's the other
David.
girl?
David.
What?
David. We're alive. You
What?
can't talk about that on this stream.
Uh-oh.
What? Summer swimsuit edition?
Man, they've added the uniform. They've added new uniforms, man. I'm waiting for that summer swimsuit shit. IQ and Twitch and the new Japanese girl that they just added. Man, I'm telling you right now, there better be a bikini update.
Welcome to the stream, everyone. My name is Sauce Joe. That's S-E-A-D, that's H-Joe, and I am here with
Fade
Cromwell. And today we are going to be streaming to you Rainbow Six Siege, or as I called it for the first 3 months I had it, Rainbow Siege 6. Because I'm a retard.
Honesty.
Honesty
is
the
not
best
our
policy.
first policy on this channel.
What is
If
the
you
best
want
policy?
honesty from, it's the best policy. It is not our policy, though.
True.
If you are seeking honesty, you have come to a decent place.
You've come to the decent place, not the best. It's like there's the good place, then there's hell, and then there's the decent place.
You know, somebody was talking to me about Greek mythology the other day. And me and Greek mythology, man, like, that's just something you don't talk to me about, because I will correct the shit out of you. And the guy's like, in Greek mythology, you have heaven, Hades, and I was like, no. You have Olympus, which is for the gods, and then you have Hades, who is broken up into 3 different parts. Because in Hades, the underworld, there are 3 different parts to it. There's one part for the good people, there's an intermediate part for confused spirits, and then there's the torment section. And then below that, you have Tartarus, which is where all the monsters are. And it's also where the Titans are trapped by the gods. So no, Greek mythology doesn't have a heaven, hell, or Tartarus. Doesn't have a heaven or hell. It has the place for the gods specifically, and then the under broken up into 3 different parts for mortals, and then under that you have the place for demons. So let's do some terrorist hunting.
Yeah, let's get this over with. I just let you ramble for like 6 hours. Well, that's the end of the live stream, everyone. Good night. Bye.
That's basically what you did the last stream that you did when you streamed Battlefield, because I didn't have Battlefield, so like, but I was still in your stream with you, so you just let me ramble.
I did.
For like 4 hours. But now I do have Battlefield, so if the next time you want to stream that for the lovely people at home, we actually can.
Yay!
I will most likely still just ramble on, though. Because fuck the people at home. No, seriously, we love you guys.
Oh yeah, without
And
you,
girls.
we would have nothing without you. Oh shit, I meant to get Doc. Alright, cool. But yeah, I mean, without... Oh, this is new.
We love the guys and the girls and the confused ones who aren't quite sure what they are.
Jesus, David, you can't say that.
I was in high school. That's exactly what 90% of our group was. And you can't deny that.
I really can't. There was a lot of confused teenagers.
Our group was... This is our group. 80%... Like, 80% of everybody in our friend group was bi. And then you had, like, percent that were confused about what they were. And then you had the one straight dude. And then on the other side of the spectrum, you had one gay guy. And then there's you. You fall into... Well, actually, no, you fall into your own category, because the 10% that was confused about... The 10% that was confused about what they were wasn't for their sexuality, it was for if they wanted to be considered a boy or a girl. You fall into the category of like, we just don't know what the fuck your sexuality is. Like, we just don't. Wow, this is one hell of a way to start off a live stream.
I know, right?
Ah, terrorists! Terrorists at the door, Xander! Terrorists at the door, and I only have a shotgun.
We'll just shoot them.
I want, but they're too far away. This isn't Battlefield. This isn't Battlefield or GTA. My shotgun doesn't go 10 feet, Xander.
Oh, I wish it did. How did he spawn?
I thought this was a person. I thought this was a person, and we had shot him, and he was just dead against the wall. Suit of armor.
Rad samurai armor, dude.
Oh, also, people at home, don't forget to smile. Am I still wearing that mask that I downloaded for Halloween?
You are.
Okay.
That'd been awkward if you weren't.
I meant to like change it, but then like I forgot to, and then I was like, wait a second, I can make that smile joke again. What's the point of having an oven in a sushi restaurant?
Well, you have to cook sushi.
No, sushi is raw.
No, there's cooked sushi.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Whenever whenever I heard about sushi, it's like, oh, it's raw, blah 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 blah.
Oh yeah, some of it's raw,
Oh,
but then there's others that are like.
Oh, Xander, you refill your supply now.
You reveal your what?
You the supply box over here, get all your shit back.
Yeah.
You refill it faster.
Oh sweet.
That is a much needed update. Oh, you can also... That's wonderful. So it used to be that the wall reinforcements, if you refill your supplies, you only got one wall reinforcement back. Now, if you keep hitting the refill for the supplies, you actually get both of them back after 2 refills.
Well, that's pretty sick.
That is very useful. Well, I'm gonna just put an armored thing right here.
Oh, there's 2 people watching now. Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello to the people.
Power to the people.
Oh wait, you're actually allowed to say that.
What does that mean, David?
It means you're part black. You're actually allowed to say that. And it won't be taken racistly.
What?
Dude, you wouldn't believe how much shit I get when I say power to the people, just because I'm not that color.
Because you pasty.
I am my own. I'm not even white. I am a whole, like, new category.
We call you paper.
I am paper.
You are paper.
You know what? I'm the reverse I'm the white equivalent to, like, the really dark black people.
What? What? I'm the equivalent of the very black people. What?
No, because you know how, like, you have black people, and then you have really dark black people?
David, you can beat the drum. Awesome.
What? And of course a native would tell me that.
Excuse you. This isn't our kind of drum. This was a huge powwow drum. Are you kidding me? Hey, David, look, crossbows.
Ooh. Ooh, Xander, spear.
That's what this game needs, David. That's what this game needs. It needs,
This game is slowly trying to turn into For Honor.
where is the last enemy? Where is this guy? Whoa. That's something. That's bright.
The sushi probably isn't agreeing with his stomach, and he's probably in the bathroom right now.
That'd be hilarious if he was.
Oh shit! I broke the armor.
Oh, good job. Good job.
Um.
That cost us a lot of
Oh
money,
shit! I broke the
David.
armor again. I clearly have no respect for Japanese culture and customs.
I could technically just run through these walls because they're made of paper. This is starting to become annoying. Where is he?
Come on, terrorists! Stop hiding! Do you want to stir terror into our hearts, you damn terrorist? You're not doing your job right.
Ooh.
God,
Ooh.
I have
My
5-year-olds more terrifying than this terrorist.
My two favorite things. Tea and money. Engaging gameplay.
I know, right? I don't
this is the
think they worked
bow.
out the... I mean, I get it. This is a
Hell
new
yeah.
map. Like, this literally came out like yesterday, I think, or earlier the day.
Right.
So, I get it. There are kinks in the design, but they need to work this out.
This isn't a kink, David. This is a full-on fetish. Where the hell is this guy? He's not in the dojo.
Oh no, why don't you...
Oh.
Why don't you use an old Indian trick and try and find him, Xander?
I shall sing the song of my peoples now, David.
I was thinking more along the lines of putting your ear on the ground and like listening to the vibrations, but okay,
Oh,
sure, sing the song to your
okay.
people.
Okay, I see it. You expect me to be like whatchamacallit? A Navajo?
Indian?
I was with the Navy, David, not the Navajo. Which is probably one of my favorite lines in a movie ever heard.
Also, do let me know, like, if I cross a line. I've been watching a lot of Longmire the last couple of days,
Longmire.
and it's actually a very good show.
Like how you trying to it. It's a very good show.
I'm not okay with all the racism towards the Native American characters, but at the same time, like, the show takes place like in the western part of America, so racism towards natives is a lot more common out there.
Right.
So, like, I can understand why there's racism in the TV show. I just don't really like the fact that there's that much racism in a TV show. And then in one episode, because the sheriff is a white dude, but like he occasionally like does Native American things with like the native. And his best friend who helps him on various cases is actually Native American. And in one of the episodes, they talk about how they met for the first time, and he was like, "Oh, I was the first Native kid at that white school." And he didn't know how to use the water fountains correctly, so like he put his mouth on the faucet, and Walter, who is the sheriff now, who's the guy that he works with, looked at me, he's like,
One
you
guy
can't
left.
do that. And so Walter's like, oh, you shouldn't do that, or blah 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 blah. Like, you can't put your mouth on the faucet like that. And and the native guy's like, I thought it was a matter of honor. He didn't want the native kid drinking from the water fountain. Like, they actually got into like a physical fight for it, and they had to go to like the principal's office and everything. And and Walter was like, and so the native kid told the principal like, oh, it was a matter of honor. He didn't want the native kid drinking from the water fountain. And Walter looked at him. He's like, no, people have germs. You could get sick by putting your mouth on the faucet. And the guy that like the native was, I forget his name, and I'm so sorry. And it feels wrong to keep calling him the native, 'cause it just feels insulting. It really does. It feels terrible, but I can't remember his name.
Just call him the native. Oh, this is starting to
Generic
become
native
annoying.
character number 5. I'm sorry, Xander. This is riveting game. 4 rounds of this.
4 rounds of not being able to find the stupid bad guy.
But
I'm trying to trigger him by shooting.
so the guy that the native was talking to, he was like, so what happened then? And the native was like, we've been friends for 30 years. Like, oh shit. You punched him in the face, he told you that you could get germs from doing the thing that you were doing, and you became best friends for 30 years.
Isn't that how it works though?
Basically. When I first met you in math class, I thought we were going to hate each other.
I know, right?
Especially since, like, you had the one blue contact.
We
And
don't
so,
talk
as a
about
res-
10th grade. We do not talk about 10th grade. 10th grade was a dark time in my life, okay? I was still trying to discover myself, and so I was doing weird things like I wear contacts. That's one of the things I do. I wear contacts. And back in like 10th grade, I wore color contacts. That was just kind of like just a thing I did. And so it was like, I'm gonna switch them up and wear one blue and wear one that's normal. And then like I did that for like a year. And then I grew
I
up.
got used to it too, but the very first day we met in class, I kept like looking over at you and your one blue eye, and my only thought was, he had the eye of a vulture. The heart, the beating of the heart, it's in the floor. And then I was like, oh, he's a pretentious little twat. And then the teacher's like, hey, you're going to be on this project with him. And I was like, oh god, kill me now. And then like she put us on the project together, and you were like, hi, I'm Xander. I was like, hi, I'm David. And now here we are, what is it, like 4 or 5 years later?
Let's see. We met in 10th grade, so that's 10th,
And
11th,
I
12th.
graduated
It's been about
2
5
years
years.
ago.
Yeah, it's been about 4 or 5 years now.
So yeah, I don't like honestly have an issue with how like weird some people's stories for how they became friends are, and I'm just gonna kill the hostage because fuck it. I can't kill the hostage. There we go. Let him
Catwoman
bleed.
3 killed the hostage.
Damn it.
Oh, Catwoman, why? You know what? Just kill him. Just knife him to death. You can't knife him to death.
Die!
We're gonna get kicked hard, but hey, whatever. We had to do. We're watching from Big Dog 08. Seriously? Seriously?
What a way to start off the stream. First I started talking about the swimsuit edition, and then fucking... Wow, this whole beginning part of this stream escalated so fucking quickly.
I know, right? That did not go well.
It started with a swimsuit conversation. Now that they've added uniforms, and then it went to like white and black skin tone discussion, and then it went to freaking Native American racism. You,
uh,
you
fuck.
you might as well like have this live stream titled racism with like 5 question marks. Racism, and then have like an endless amount of like question marks at the end of it. It's like,
That'd be
is this
great.
racist? Damn it! I was about to click on the guy, and it didn't let me click on the guys. Xander, I blame you.
That's okay. I forgive you. Hey David, can you go check real quick and make sure that I'm actually streaming live? Real quick.
Yeah, hang on.
Because I
I'll
can't
be right
do it,
back.
which kinda sucks, but hey, whatever.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
My computer is basically right behind my chair anyway, so
Alright, that's good.
let me know. Let me throw a drone so it looks like I'm actually doing something
Right.
instead of being AFK.
Oh, there's something going on with the stream. Oh shit. Shit. The stream lagged out for like half a second. Oh god, the stream's lagging. Come on, Catwoman, I need help. Thank you, Catwoman. Thank you.
User go back and retrieve the device.
Up and I'm dead. Oh my lord! That was slightly terrifying. Let's play a game called Where's David? There he is. There he is. There's David. We all know David. He's a lovable goofball. He's our lovable goofball. Now, if y'all excuse me, I'm gonna continue eating my dinner that I haven't eaten yet because stream. So I'm just gonna continue doing stuff, I guess. Oh, hello, third person. I don't know who you are. Welcome to the stream. I died, so we're just kind of chilling right now. But welcome to the stream.
Okay, I'm back. Yes, you are actually live on YouTube.
All right, thank you, David. You're a wonderful soul. We have
And
we have
you're
a third
dead.
person. Yeah, I know. Okay. I
I
know.
actually didn't know that until I pulled up YouTube, and I'm probably the third person watching your stream because I had to pull it up.
Yeah, you were.
But now I'm not watching your stream, but it's technically open on my computer, so I'm giving you one false view.
Thank you, David. You're a true senpai.
Shut the fuck up.
You're a true senpai. Shut the fuck up.
Season 3, it's the final of the series. Why does Senpai not notice me? You know that he's blind and deaf, right?
I made that meme.
No, I did. It started with me.
No, I made it though.
Oh, found him.
Good job, David.
Located a bomb. Move to its
Oh, I didn't even notice that third guy. What the fuck? He was collateral damage. I only meant to kill 2 people.
I hear a bomb.
I do too. Oh.
Bye, David.
Saw it out of the corner of my eye. Are you guys going to be total jackasses and not revive me?
Looks like Lee in the
Oh.
mix might be coming.
or go back and retrieve the device.
Nope, we're done. We lost.
Lee, help!
Come on, Lee. Don't be the hardest kind of tea to drink. Reality. Oh, wait, what? That joke did not work. I tried to make that joke work. It was forced. Oh!
Damn it, Lee! This is why I killed you at the end of season 1.
That's horrible. Let's talk about the Walking Dead video game. When I got bit by that zombie, I straight up told them. I was like, well, no, okay, that's a lie. I hit it for like half a second, and then I was like, hey guys, I actually did get bit by a walker.
I really dislike the fact that they're called walkers.
Well, that's because in that universe, zombies don't exist.
This is absolute bullshit.
Look at that golden gun.
Located a bomb. Move to its location and plant the diffuser.
That was a nice gun.
Diffuser planted. Protect it from enemy action.
Alright, so this should be interesting.
So how did... What the hell? He spawned right
how
out
did
of-
that happen?
45 seconds remaining.
So I'm actually streaming at like 60 FPS, which I might not ever do again because complications.
30 seconds.
Like, I don't know why I'm streaming at 60 frames per second. I think I'm only doing it for, you know, lulz. Yep, he's done.
Hazmat, motherfucker.
15 seconds.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Oh!
The diffuser has been disabled. Mission is a failure.
He had it, too. For
For
like
all of
3
you
seconds.
watching the stream, now you know what you're in for the next 4 hours.
You mean what they were in for like the last time we streamed, David? Constant mutilation and death?
That was Battlefield, though. This is Rainbow.
Oh, but where are the rainbows, David?
I just got it. You know what? Instead of looking on my computer to see if you're live, I really should just check my emails. I have a notification on my email from like 4:42 that you're live.
Aw.
Because I'm subscribed to your channel, so it notifies me whenever you go live. And apparently I got the email around 4:42. Sasha Joe is live now, Rainbow Six.
Yay. Alright, that's cool.
So instead of like getting up and abandoning my controller for like 5 minutes to like try and find your actual channel, I should just look at my phone. Or shit, just pull up YouTube on my phone or my tablet instead of getting on my computer.
Whatever works.
I know, right? Okay, so I got back into a series that I haven't read in ages. Like the last time I read it, I was like, I think it was sophomore year of high school.
Right.
And now I'm rereading it. And it's a vampire series. It's called Alex Van Helsing. It's really good. My only complaint with it, though, my only complaint is that the vampires use magic.
What?
And I heavily dislike that.
Yeah, that's kind of strange.
I mean, like, there are shows and cartoons and shit where vampires use magic. And in shows like that, that's usually my complaint with the show is, why is the vampire using magic?
Right.
Because in my eyes, vampires don't need magic. They can already turn into bats and living shadows and read minds and control people and do all this crazy fucking shit on their own. Why do they have like actual magic powers now?
Oh, Nikes.
When just being a vampire comes with like its own supernatural power list.
Alright, it's like, hey, there's already a list that y'all made. Why not just follow
Oh,
that
shit.
list? Oh, you know, that can get boring after a while. No!
Not really, like,
Just follow the
'cause,
formula.
also, like, sometimes what I really hate about some shows is when, like, the only power that the vampires have is, compulsion, super strength, and super speed, and it's like, what the fuck, that's all you can do?
Oh, hell, I just killed myself again! You mean like Twilight vampires?
Actually, for this one time, I will actually give Twilight a compliment.
Oh my
'Cause they
god,
actually did
everyone
it.
hearing that on live stream, this man is about to compliment Twilight. Alright, David, say what you gotta say.
And I hate Twilight. Address that to them.
He
Explain to
absolutely
them how
despises
much I hate it.
Listen, there are very few things David hates in this world. One of them being, I don't know a lot of things he hates, but that just explains how much he hates Twilight. This is one of those things
I hate
that he
Twilight more than I hate racism.
Okay, that's a little messed up. But anyway, just explain how much you hate Twilight to these people.
Oh, I hate it. Little fucking blood-sucking little fucking pixies. Glittering pixies with fangs.
You scream so loud, you scream so loud that your mic blew out.
That's how much I hate Twilight.
Go pick up Nevernight, you schmuck.
Come on, Lee, don't make me kill you a second time.
Dude, he's gonna let you
And
die.
I'm dead.
You're dead. Oh, we got the last enemy though, so I mean that's fine.
But so for the first time in my life, and on record, I will give Twilight a compliment. This is the only compliment I will ever give Twilight. Some of their vampires actually had pretty unique abilities.
Did that make you hurt a little bit, David, when you said that?
Yes, I physically felt that.
That's great.
But I can't lie, some of them actually had very unique abilities. Like the one girl that could make people feel pain. And then his sister who could see the future and shit like that.
Yeah, I remember her. She was cool though. She
And
was
then-
actually a pretty cool character.
And then there is that one other person that like could control water and shit, which was okay, you can control water, but still, hey, it was a power, it was useful. Outside of that, what did they do? They sparkled. Physically hurt.
Shining.
Physically hurts.
David, have you ever watched Vampires Suck?
I have.
It
and
was
I
a beautiful.
love it.
It's a beautiful masterpiece. If you want a good Twilight parody that isn't porn, because there is one, trust me.
There's always been vampire porn, which
No, I
is
mean like
weird.
Twilight porn though. But if you want a really good like Twilight parody, like high quality, cringe
Vampire
tier.
Slut kinda was a slightly a porno.
No,
Cause
it wasn't porn.
there's that one scene where she kept trying to get laid and he like threw her through the ceiling and he's like, I'm trying to protect you.
I want to eat you. That's okay. Most guys are into that. What? I actually own that movie. I don't know why. But if you want a
Carrots on
god
the
tier,
stairs.
if you want a god tier anime, Vampires Suck. Vampires Suck is probably one of the greatest animes of all time.
It wasn't an anime though, it was live action.
Shh, David, shh.
Ow.
Are you dying?
I got shot in the side, I'll
Are you
live.
a recruit?
It's only a kidney.
You only need one.
It's either my kidney or my liver. I don't know which specifically, but I know that I'll be fine.
Well, David,
He shot me in the spine!
I didn't know you drank that much to have a shot liver. Boom, shh.
I've got you.
I'll actually give you that one. That was actually pretty funny. It would have been better if you didn't stress it so much, though.
It had to be stressed, David. That's where the memes come from.
No,
gotta
if you
milk
had said it casually, it would have been so much better. But I'll give it to you because it was actually pretty funny. Grenade!
I watched that too. That made me sad.
Lee's basically killed me 3 times.
Oh, here we go. We can do it.
Damn it. Oh, wait, I might have.
I don't know how to cast my vote.
You click the touchpad and then it gives you the arrows. I believe the left one is yes and the right one is no. Doesn't matter anyway because we got rid of him.
He was
Also,
a
can I
war
just point
casualty.
out that I hate it in games where they, when you actively kick somebody and they say that that person left, it's like, why can't you just say it was kicked from the game?
Because that's not.
Because you tell the player that they were kicked. Like, the game goes out of its way to tell the people still in the game, like, oh, hey, yeah, he just left. But then, if you're the one being kicked, it literally says you have been kicked from the game.
It's the same
the
reason
game-
why they passed out participation trophies, David.
Participation trophies physically hurt me. I was a 90s kid. I firmly don't believe in participation trophies. I don't. I think they're a cop-out and they're just absolute bullshit.
It's a trophy. It needs to be earned.
Exactly. And not just that, not just the fact that, like, okay, it's a trophy, it needs to be earned. My true issue with it is that if you give somebody a participation award...
Oh! If you never give someone a participation award, they never truly learn how to lose.
And also, they don't really try to, like, they don't give it their all next time. Like, they don't try their best anymore. Because it's like, oh, I get a trophy just by being here, so why would I try to actually do anything? That's my issue with it. I feel the same way about bullying. Like, I'm not going to say that bullying's okay, because it's not. It can go too far. And if you want to argue with me and say that bullying doesn't go too far, well, then I will pull up a list of every teenage suicide in the history of recorded history and just be like, oh, really? But yes, I do believe that bullying can go too far. I do, however, believe that it can be good for building like your own character
Well,
development.
that's not bullying then. Like bullying is like, you know, like what you're saying is like when your friends are kind of like being, you know, dicks to
No,
you.
not your friends. I mean
Oh,
like everybody.
oh, you
Not
mean
not
like
your friends.
okay.
Because when I was growing up, I was bullied. I won't even lie. I was bullied, and for years, I let it get to me. And then you know what? Finally, one day, like I met somebody that was bullied just as much as I was, and then I realized it's not all about me. Like in a sense, like they're not just targeting me; they're targeting other people for just for being different. And then it was kind of just like the bullies only do it when you react to it. Because after I met that person that was being bullied too, like we stopped reacting to the bullies because we were like, oh, they're bullying both of us, so like it doesn't really matter anymore because there's somebody else to like talk about it to. And after we stopped listening to what they said, we like essentially like took away their power.
Also,
And it's
there's
like,
like the
okay,
whole also there's like the whole thing about, you know, oh, bullies are just people who have had problems in their past and that's the only way they know how to react. It's like, sometimes.
I feel like that's true for some bullies. I don't, however, believe that that's true for all bullies because some people are just dicks.
Yeah, some people just need to learn to just chill out.
When I was going through that before I got to that point where I stopped caring about what bullies said, I started to like I actually was a bully for a while. I found this one girl like in my class and I was just like, "Hey, you're fucking stupid and retarded and why do you even exist?" I became a really harsh bully from all the shit that I got from other bullies. And then after that, like after I saw like the kind of pain that I was putting her through, I was like, why the fuck am I doing this? And I just stopped. And then after I stopped picking on her, I stopped caring about what the bullies said to me and just everything kind of just like, okay, bullies will bully people. Like that's how bullies
Well,
are. They want to
here's
make your
also
life hell.
here's also the thing, like, you know, like people go, "Oh, I will never be a bully. I've never bullied."
You
I'm gonna.
clearly, if you're one of those people that says you'll never be a bully, you
You were
haven't
a
been bullied
bully,
enough.
or you were a bully, but
Or
didn't
you
see what you
were a
did,
bully.
because like, you know, there's like, you know, oh, you know, like I was never a bully. Remember back in like fifth grade when like you hit that one kid over the head with like a book? Oh, that's not bully.
Oh, I got a better one. I got a better one. That one time in kindergarten when you put gum in that one chick's hair.
Oh yeah, we all did
We
that.
we've all been there.
Except
Me
I didn't
personally.
do it to a girl. Guess who I did it to?
Who?
My cat.
Oh,
I was like 3. I was like
that's
3.
cruel and unusual punishment
10
and
remaining.
animal abuse.
The cat
Somebody
didn't
call
care.
PETA. All of you,
Somebody called PETA.
people, all
All
of you
2 of
watching
them.
this live stream, call PETA right now and report
All,
this motherfucker.
all 2 of them. Better call PETA.
You know what the sad thing is, though? If you had said you had done it to your dog, I would have found it hilarious.
The cat didn't care. Oh,
I don't care
Catwoman
about
killed
dogs.
me.
I don't care about dogs. Cats, though, you don't mess with cats around me.
Freaking Catwoman killed me just to get to the terrorist.
She heard your story about putting gum in the cat's fur, man. Like she didn't appreciate it.
What did you
She
do
said,
to a
"The
cat?
fuck?"
Nothing.
Said the fuck.
I was like 3 or something like that. I was a little kid. I was just kind of like, look, mommy, I made art with the cat.
So I have an idea for this rainbow stream.
Lay it on me, home slice.
I kind of got the idea from when you had said something about switching games like halfway through the stream.
Yeah.
Instead of doing that, let's just switch game modes because we can. Okay, so like we started at like what 4:30.
Yeah, around
We
that time.
started like we actually started the stream. So how about like around 6:30 we like switch over and play like multiplayer instead of terrorist hunt.
Alright, we can do that.
And then we can do that until like 8:30 or whenever you want to like end the stream.
Yeah, that sounds good. Well,
I'd say 8:30 because you said this is going to be like a 4-hour stream or whatever, and we started at like 4:30.
yeah, we finished around 8:30ish. I try to keep my Catwoman left. I try to keep my streams
Damn it,
quote
Catwoman!
unquote short. Oh,
I
you lost two
actually
people.
prefer longer streams.
Right. It's like you go on, you stream for like
Then
an
again,
hour.
it really
It's like, why?
it really just depends on what's being streamed and who's streaming it.
Area covered. Fall back.
That is true. Like some games, they can't be streamed more than like 2 hours. Like after like that 2-hour mark hits, it's just kind of like,
Like the Uno stream that Robbie wanted us to do today.
right.
Hostile insertion. Keep the hostage safe.
Like we're not gonna do.
I wanted him to be
7-hour
part of this one too, but he's not on right now, so.
We also had to re-download Rainbow. I remember that was a thing.
Oh yeah, just like I have to re-download Minecraft for our new CLEs.
Right. Oh shit.
Oh shit!
Oh, my wall.
Op 4 has 20 on the hostage.
That
I
wasn't
knocked his
very
ass
nice.
down!
Some-
Dude, did you
some-
see that? I put his
I
ass
did.
on the floor.
That was great. I just like how they knocked down the freaking wall. Good job, David.
I'll
Good
put it
job.
back up for you. Look at that, I put it back up for you.
Good job, David. You're what's keeping America from falling apart. One border barrier at a time.
I
don't we
firmly
call her-
believe in putting up a wall.
why don't we call ourselves the unethical streamers? Because we literally are just like, we don't give a shit about what we're saying or streaming or whatever. We're just kind of just
We
saying
really
it.
don't.
Which could get us in trouble. Yes, it could. But it's one of those things. We're just kind of like, you know, whatever.
Honestly, like, I stopped caring after 90% of America started being raised on Tumblr and started being super sensitive. That made me want to tear America apart even more
Follow me on Tumblr.
emotionally.
Keep the hostage
Emotionally.
safe.
Let me rephrase that because somebody's going to call the CIA and be like, oh, this guy like openly said he wants to tear America apart. Let me rephrase that. I want to tear America apart emotionally. Because it's so fucking easy right now.
I just want to tear America apart.
90.
Oh, hold on, David. I think I hear the CIA outside my house.
Wasn't there? Remember a couple of weeks ago where I was like, I wonder what would happen if both presidential candidates got assassinated? And then I was like, hang on, Xander, I think the FBI is knocking on my door.
Dude, people are still like, you know, there's still time for him to be assassinated. It's like, shut up.
There's always time for a president to be assassinated. Always.
Well, yeah. Well, it's not something that you openly say. It's one of those, because that's just messed up.
Yeah, it really is. I'm not going to say that they should be assassinated. Where I was coming from when I said, like, the two candidates being assassinated, I didn't mean it, like, towards them, even though I'm not gonna lie, I hate both candidates. And I'm not glad that Trump won. I'm glad that Hillary Clinton didn't.
Yeah, it's like I'm not happy that he won, but I'm happy that she lost. And he won.
And that's what made
by-
this election just terrible. Is because you weren't voting for who you thought would be best. You
were
were
voting for the
voting for who you...
lesser of both evils is still evil.
Hey, lovely.
Hey,
And that was
honey.
actually something my mom said. She was like, the reason why I hate this election is because we're not voting for who we want, we're voting for who we don't hate the least.
Alright, shout out to Poppy Frost, my beautiful, beautiful girlfriend. She has joined the stream. Welcome, hon.
Hey Logan.
Grab some popcorn, fuzzy blanket, and a pair of your favorite slippers because this is going to be a long, long stream, and I hope you're ready for it. Thank you for being third person watching, and have a nice day.
Why is it that, like, you told her to, like, go through all that stuff to get cozy? I just imagine I'm warm.
Hello, darling.
I have a fluffy
and
tail.
I
And a
have,
plate of cookies, and the terrorists broke down the door, Xander! They broke down the door! Ah! Ah!
come on,
shield!
David, come on, David, come on, shoot. Don't you have grenades?
I
I don't have grenades, I got
No.
barbed wire though.
don't. I have a shield.
Ah! Revive! Oh, that's right, I'm
Big dog
gone!
shot you in the back. Xander, shoot me with your gun. You pick me up.
Okay, hold on. Ah! I gotta reload! You're up, dude!
Thank you. Shoot me, make my life better.
I gotta
Come
shoot
out
this
of
one
that
guy.
smoke.
Come on, dude, get up.
Come out of the smoke, bastards.
I'm gonna die.
Threat has been eliminated.
Good job, David.
Logan would be happy with her fox onesie and a plate of cookies. And she'll be fine for like 20 days.
I don't think a person can survive off of cookies. That'd be interesting, though. Like a.
I
You
did for a month.
Remember that one thing that they always made you watch back in like health class?
Hostile insertion. Keep the
Super Size Me with just cookies.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yes.
And like he went.
I love the voice to text stuff. It's great. Oh, I love it.
I remember that the dude like always got like
I can't
McDonald's
survive
or
off
whatever.
of cookies.
I can survive off of cookies. Alright, hen.
See, told you. I did for a month, but granted, when I did, I was like
Uh-oh.
13,
Uh-oh,
so
bomber.
my metabolism
Oh, he's
was
dead.
super high.
I can't revive that, David.
Why do I sound like a robot?
Why do you sound like a robot? Because I have text-to-speech on.
Ah!
David,
I
try
started to
not
turn
die.
away and saw him come in the frame, and it was like, get out of my building! Knifed him in the throat, and
Bye,
loved every
gentlemen.
second of it.
Bye, honey. What are you doing?
Oh, did Logan leave?
No, I think
I
she's
got
still.
stuck outside.
I think she's still on, but she's done typing for now.
Oh, I heard you say bye.
Oh,
Are
she
you
said bye,
tired of our-
gentlemen. So.
Oh.
Oh,
It was like, did she already get sick of our rambling?
most likely.
Probably. Just like the very first day that you introduced me to her, it was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure she's sick of my rambling. Ah!
I killed him, David. We are fine.
Man.
Mission successful. Enemies eliminated. What is with this?
Oh, I'm still wearing that helmet. Completely forgot about it. Hey Logan, don't forget the smile.
You creepy motherfucker.
Do you not see the mask I'm wearing?
I see the mask you're wearing.
then it shouldn't surprise you. I am it.
Are you the new version of it, the 2016 version of it, or 2017? I don't know when it's coming out.
I'm the
Which one?
hipster version.
Oh no.
I hate Stephen King movies. I really do.
Why? They're good.
I like the books way better.
Hey, Tim
I don't
Curry
think
did a
they
good job playing it. He did a good job playing
I'm
it.
not saying that phenomenal job. I'm saying that more times than not, though, they do not like adapt his books very well.
Like, what was it? Like, they made a adaptation of. Oh, she did leave. I'm sad. Um, they made an adaptation of
She didn't like being a robot.
They made an adaptation of one book. I remember that much. And like in the book, it specifically said that he was white because like there was like the whole racial prejudice thing going on. And, you know, he had like he was white and there was something going on or whatever because of it.
Mm-hmm.
And they made him a black guy in the movie. Like in the movie that's coming out of the Stephen King book, they're making him black. And people are upset about it because, you know, oh, why is he black? He should be white. And everyone's like, well, actually, it's an adaptation of the book so he can be black. It's like how Hermione's gonna be black. What?
What?
Your mission is to locate and defuse the bomb.
You can't make Hermione black?
But they did.
An ant. Which I'm not happy about.
Well, also, Emma
Orphan
Watson's too
Anne
old.
was a little white girl with red hair.
Thank you.
I feel like they just wanted people to be more sympathetic.
Why would you have to be more sympathetic toward a little black girl than a little white girl?
Because this is America and everyone's been raised on Tumblr for the last 10 years.
Fuck Tumblr.
And
I
they
actually
feel
have
like-
a Tumblr and I don't update it because it's shit. All I do is
And-
shitpost on Tumblr.
And this overly sensitive America that we've turned into feels like probably thinks that you would feel less sympathetic to a white orphan than you would a black orphan.
Thank Jesus.
I honestly don't. I personally think orphan, like, just the concept of like being orphaned is horrible. I don't care about your race. You
The
were
fact that
orphaned.
you
You're
were
like,
abandoned is bad enough. Your race does not matter when it comes to that kind of shit.
what I hate though is that because America is so sensitive, especially now for whatever reason, have you noticed that America used to have some balls of fucking steel in the early 2000s, and then out of nowhere Tumblr showed up and like now we're all just a bunch of pussies.
Yeah, I noticed that. I mean, everyone has
It
noticed
was
that.
like, oh, you can't say that. It's offensive to me and to everybody else.
Misogyny. Oh, that's racist towards
There
black
was this one
gay
time.
Jews. It's like, what?
I don't remember where I was, but I was at a public place, and there was a girl there, and she said, "Oh, you can't say that, it's offensive," and everybody around at her, and we was like, "It wasn't offensive,"
Will be defused in 30 seconds.
and I think it was something about black people, and it was a white girl that said, "Oh, that's offensive," and like the black guy sitting next to her was like, "The fuck are you talking about?" This shit was so great to me because I was like, yes, take your Tumblr, shove it up your own ass, and go get a life.
5 seconds.
Dude, it's gotten to a whole new level of PC culture.
I'm not going to say like you should go out of your way to insult people, but not everyone's going to be offended by something you say. Some people just don't care. And I love it how like the people that like try and make everything offensive get offended when other people that that comment was directed towards are like, yeah, I don't care.
That doesn't offend me. What are you talking about?
And then like the person that's trying to say that it's offensive gets offended that you're not offended.
Or they get hashtag triggered.
There's this one. Jasper said something about August one day, and I just like breathed in, and she was like, "Are you triggered?" And I like breathed in and breathed out even louder the second time, and
People
just
asking
stared
me
at
if
her.
I'm triggered triggers me. Can you heal me? Thank you.
You know, I saw the my siblings bought the new or most recent Ice Age movie, and
Oh
my
yeah,
favorite
I
scene
watched
in it.
that one. That was weird.
My favorite scene in it is when is like that short 5-second hashtag skit that they did.
Oh yeah.
Where they were like hashtag this, hashtag that. What is it? Hashtag what does hashtag mean? Hashtag I don't know, but I like it. Hashtag me too. Hashtag and I'm bored of it now.
Everyone's reaction to Twitter. Can I not
Twitter
die
gave
with 9 health, please?
Twitter gave us hashtag, Tumblr gave us pussies. And not the good kind.
Just do
The
it.
overly
Maybe that's
emotional,
what Trump's
everything is
meant by grab
offensive.
them by the pussy. Just grab them and wreck the shit out of them. Maybe that's what he meant. We have unraveled the Trump mystery. Okay, what I don't get is there's gas everywhere. But here's a nicely lit fire. Am I the only one alive? Big Dog is smart. He left because he knew we were all gonna die. I hear bombs. Yep. Where is it? Where is the diffuser? Oh, I have the diffuser. Where is the bomb? Is it upstairs? Bet it's upstairs.
Robbie said he'll be on around 6:40ish, and I told him we're streaming so he can still join, but like be prepared for that.
Right. I'm gonna refill for a little bit. Oh, I don't want to do that. Hold on. Let me get into a safer freaking location first. Jeez. I don't know any safe locations. There are none. There are none here. Alright, we're just gonna plant it right here. I'm gonna go sit in the corner.
A lot of people are mad at me that that I think Trump's idea is good. And I look at him, I'm like, Trump is a fucking racist and sexist moron. His only good idea, in my opinion, is the tighter border restrictions.
Yeah, but there's like the whole situation, like how are we going to achieve that?
No, I just find it funny because everyone's like, oh, you support Trump and blah 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 blah. And I just look at him, I'm like, I don't support Trump.
God damn it.
Let me make that clear right now. I do not support that motherfucker. He's racist, he's sexist, and he's just an absolute moron.
Let's talk about the polls this year, David. Let's talk about that for a real quick. Did you know 11,000 people went to the polls and voted for Harambe? 11,000 grown-ass adults went to the polling stations and voted for a dead gorilla.
If you physically, if you could feel my disappointment right now.
I can
You have
feel
to
it.
go to the hospital.
I can feel it. I'm gonna have to go right now, David.
Sorry, everybody, we gotta cut the stream short. My disappointment sent Xander to the hospital.
Bye, y'all. I gotta go.
Also, a lot of people think I am unpatriotic because I made a comment like, oh, one of these countries, now that Trump is in power, is really going to just come into America and just tear us a new one. And everyone's like, oh, you're so unethical and blah, 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 unpatriotic and shit. And I'm just looking here like, you calling me unpatriotic? Do you not see who we just elected?
No, I mean
And
he's
it's not.
he's not horribly unpatriotic.
He's way more patriotic than Clinton was. She wanted to get rid of. She literally wanted to erase the Second Amendment.
Right.
And
Which
not
she
only
wouldn't be
that,
able to do. She wouldn't be able to do that anyway because Congress just would be like, huh, no.
and not just that. When she used to be a lawyer, she literally got fired for lying, stealing, and trying to influence Congress to make unconstitutional decisions.
Also, didn't she like laugh at like a rape victim or something like that?
I believe so. And then also, she was sending messages to Russia. So yes, I will say that, okay, fucking Trump is not the best option. He's not. I don't believe that he is. He is, however, a better option opposed to Clinton.
Device. Diffuser dropped. We need to secure the device.
That's why I didn't vote
Bomb
for either.
location with the diffuser.
Neither did I, and my mom tells me that I don't have a right to complain about whatever happens because I didn't vote. And I'm just sitting here like, I knew he was going to win.
Well, I didn't know. I voted still, but I didn't vote for Clinton or Trump.
I wanted to vote for the third guy.
Gary Johnson?
Yeah.
I voted for Gary Johnson. Why didn't you vote for Gary Johnson?
I think like there was a technical issue and it told me that I wasn't registered to vote, even though I'm pretty sure I did register the vote. That flash grenade helped me. It lit up the smoke and I saw the guy in the shadows.
Dude, do you know how big the elections are in my household?
Located a bomb. Move to its location.
Oh, dude.
Big enough to, if I chose the wrong candidate, I'd be kicked out of the house I live in.
You know, I would argue that that's bullshit, but I've met your grandparents, and I believe you.
They were like, if you vote for Clinton, we don't want anything to do with you. I was like, okay.
Plant is protected from enemy
Who
action.
did they want you to vote for?
Trump.
Why am I not surprised? I'm surprised your grandmother approved of that, but why am I not surprised that your grandfather went for Trump? The thing that got me when Clinton first started to run for president was how her argument for it was that it was sexist to have men always be presidents and that we should vote for her to be president because she's a woman.
Right.
And I kind of just stood here and I was like, that's sexist.
15 seconds remaining.
The fact
That
you said
in
that
itself
pretty
is sexist.
Right. Can y'all rescue me, please? I don't want to die.
5 seconds remaining.
Shit,
till the bomb
David, it's up to you.
I'm trying. I'm really going to try, but
dead.
there are
Another bomb and defuse it.
shit.
Oh, we all got Rex. Jeez. We all got Clintoned.
We got Martinez.
Yeah,
You remember that from high school? Like that
Oh.
actually became a thing
I remember
in our
that.
friend group. Like we would actually start saying.
I remember that.
The funniest thing was it actually caught on and
Yeah.
spread through our
Like-
group. That is the funniest thing.
What happened to you? I got Martinez'd. Shit.
And it caught on. This shit was so funny to me. Because it started off as a joke. And let me explain this before the viewers think that I'm once again racist. But we had this teacher. He was Mr. Martinez. And no matter what you did, you got in trouble with him. I asked for a pencil. It was math class. And I asked for a pencil so that I could take the test. The surprise test that they were giving us. I asked for a pencil, and he gave me after school detention for speaking out during a test.
Oh,
And
wait,
then
this was
Xander
before
said,
the test. This was before the test. This is like 5 minutes before the test, by the way. So
oh
the test
yeah,
hasn't even
they
started.
gave me, the test hasn't started yet, but he gives me after school detention for talking during the test proceeding. And Xander speaks out, and Xander says all he did was ask for a pencil. And Martinez gives Xander fucking after school detention with me for talking.
All of the terrorists.
And it wasn't even like the cool kind of tension where, it's like, oh, do your work, shut up and sit down. No, it was like, you sit here, you don't do anything. It's like, the fuck is this?
That was so funny. They didn't even make us do the work that we didn't get to do during the... That's a lot of bombs.
I don't
they-
know, bullshit. I was like, so I can't even do the math work I have to do? Nope. You sit here and don't do anything. Well, that's what I
And they still
normally
didn't
do
give
in
me-
math anyway. Why would I?
And then the whole time we were there, the two math teachers were talking about how he used to be bullied in school, so his aunt used to chase the bullies through the neighborhood with her machete and actually cut the bully's hair when she caught him.
It was a very hardcore school.
And then the other math teacher one day.
Oh, are you gonna
Gave
tell
us-
this story?
Yes, I'm getting to tell this story, even though I'm pretty sure I've told it on your channel before. I can't remember though.
It's always funny because it's just kind of like a
It always
what the
is
fuck
funny.
kind of moment.
So our up teacher one day, this is like, I'm pretty sure this was like a week after that, wasn't it? Like after the
It was
detention
either a
thing?
week or it was close to the time. Either one.
I can't remember if it was after or before, but I know it was like right around the time. And it was math class, and for one whole class period, our math teacher decided to teach us the history of Jesus Christ. Like,
And
I'm
we're not
not
joking.
even
This is not
lying.
even a joke. Like, this is like a legitimate thing that our math teacher, who looked eerily like Sarah Palin, she eerily
The thing
looked like
that-
Sarah Palin, which was kind of creepy.
I think the creepiest thing about her though was even the girls in our class would talk about how big her boobs are, and I'm just sitting here like, fuck.
No, the scary thing is she gave him tips on how to make theirs bigger. She's like, all you do is you just need to eat, because she had like a country southern accent. She was like, all you gotta do is just eat more chicken. It's like, the fuck? These girls are like 16. Why are you giving them boob advice? Stop it.
And then, I'm not even lying, she literally taught us about the history of Jesus Christ that whole class period. And do you remember that one idiot's like, wasn't Jesus the gold guy? That
Oh, yeah.
And everyone turned around to look at him like, what do you mean the gold guy? He's like, he's the gold guy, it was shining, and it was like, that's the halo of light behind him, you dumbass. And I don't go to church. I only go to church whenever I'm up at Xander's place, because I only go to church with him.
Yeah, and I'm Christian by association, so
And
that's
Xan-
my new thing now. That's what I say. Like, it's like, oh, you're Christian. I'm like, no, I'm just Christian by association, and I died.
the collective Christian hive mind heard you talking shit about him.
Most definitely.
It was the Catholic branch.
The Catholic branch.
Because
But yeah,
Christians are
math was
alright.
weird.
Catholics on. This poor motherfucker. I got you, bro.
That was unfortunate.
But that math class, man.
That was like I tried my best in that math
Oh,
class.
hey, Xander, do you see what I see?
Yes.
Serious? I'm not close.
The bomb, David.
Yes, I want this to. Ow.
Oh my fuck. That's great.
There's I wanted to walk up to the bar and be like, "Hey, barmate, I need to get hammered," and then have it blow up in my face and be like, "That works too." But there was one behind me.
I might lag out because my ping is at like 322.
Okay. Oh, and the worst thing about it was I actually reported her to the principal's office. And the people in the office were like, okay, whatever. They actually told me that. They actually said, okay, whatever. She taught you something, didn't she?
That's
I
a
looked down
bad
and was like,
attitude
you're
when
not.
it comes to education.
I looked at him and I was like, you're not supposed to teach that, though. Don't get me wrong, if you want to learn about Jesus, you go and learn about Jesus at Sunday school.
Yeah, like the public education system, like that. What the fuck?
They're actively not even allowed to say Christmas in a school public system. They have to say holiday.
Like a student can say Merry Christmas, but like a teacher or staff have to say like Happy Holidays.
Which I personally like. It's one thing to be like, okay, happy holidays or whatever. I don't really see an issue in saying Christmas. I think it's stupid to say holiday. I think saying holiday is really offensive.
Like, what was it? I had a teacher who, like, we would walk and be like, Merry Christmas, and he'd be like, Merry Christmas, and, like, someone would walk and he was like, Happy Hanukkah, and he'd be like, Happy Hanukkah. Like, if you said, whatever thing or
See?
whatever, he would just respond back with it. Like, if someone
That's
walked in and
how
be
I
like,
feel
Happy
like it should
Holidays,
be.
like if someone walked in and was like, Happy Holidays, he'd be like, Happy Holidays to you too. And it's like, someone else walks
If
in,
you're in a
hey, it's
group of
Tuesday. It's like, Happy Tuesday, my
if you're
dude.
with a group of people, like even from like a teaching perspective, like if you're in a classroom, I feel like as a teacher, you should be allowed to say Merry Christmas. However, you should also be allowed to say if you don't Merry Christmas, but if you don't celebrate Christmas, Happy Hanukkah or whatever it is that you do celebrate.
My whole thing was like, it's the holidays. If you're Christian, Merry Christmas. If you're Jewish, Happy Hanukkah. If you're
Happy
black,
Hanukkah.
Happy Kwanzaa. If you're an atheist, have a good day.
That's one thing that gets me too is whenever somebody's like, "Oh, atheists or worship the devil," and it's like atheists don't
Atheists
believe
don't
in
worship
anything.
anything. They're called
That's my
atheists
point.
versus theists who believe in something. Jeez.
I believe that the universe itself is conscious, and that all higher entities or deities of religion exist because the universe allows them to exist.
I'm Christian by association, but I believe in Wicca. Which is like, Mother Earth and other kind of beliefs, like witchcraft and such. I'm a wicked witch. This thing spawned in front of me. I don't know
You
why
know
it
what?
did,
Because
but
you
hey.
said that, your grandparents are going. This will be the one video that your grandparents watch, and they'll hear you say that, and like they'll just come down and take all of the books away from you.
All the books are gone.
Really?
Yeah, because they found them.
Oh shit.
They actually found the tarot cards, and then they searched a little bit more. Like, they apparently fell out of my coat pocket.
Part of me wants to say if your coat is old and has rips in the pocket, or even if it's like one of those weird pockets where it's like the pocket itself is like sideways a little bit, like you know the
Oh,
hole in
no.
the pocket is like sideways.
Nope.
But like, but 99% of my being's like they fucking searched for it. Dude, honestly, I can get along with your grandfather. I can get along with your grandfather. But your grandparents together are insufferable.
Yeah, it's kind of weird
And
because they don't work
I
very well
don't-
together. But hey.
I don't want to like disrespect your family or anything, but your grandfather, like, obviously I can get along with him pretty decently if he's on his own and it's just like you, me, and your grandfather. Me and him can get along pretty decently. But as soon as you throw your grandmother in the mix, nope, all agreements, all treaties, all peace negotiations go right out the fucking window.
Well,
all of it just
remember
gone.
Remember that one time you were like sleeping and like you barely like woke up with her like
I
looming over
almost
you?
punched the shit out of her that day.
Tell that story because that's actually a really great
Okay,
story.
so I was up at Xander's house because he lives out in the country now, little twat. So I was staying with him for the weekend, and they had me on an air mattress, which ironically enough was way more comfortable than my bed at the time. And this fool, fucking idiot, decides to come out of his room like in the middle of the night when I'm trying to sleep, and he deflates it. He deflates the air mattress, and you thought I would leave that part of the story out, but you were wrong.
I only let a little bit of air out because I thought it'd be funny.
It fully deflated.
No, it didn't. You just shut
Yes,
up.
it did. It fully deflated, but I finally got to sleep. And at some point in the night, I start to wake up because, well, nature started to call into me. And I wear glasses. So obviously, like, I'm partially blind, my vision's blurry as it is, and I'm starting to wake up. And I look up, and the first thing I see over me is this old, decrepit, smiling, blurry face. And my first instinct is to punch the shit out of it.
Not today, demons.
And yeah, I realize, like, I'm probably, like, going out of my way to insult your grandmother, but she deserves it. Just don't let her watch this video.
They don't watch my channel. I'm slightly offended by that.
Kind of glad they don't, because then, like, that gives us free reign to discuss the shit that they put you through.
Eh.
Oh, that guy's going down. I'm making a dash for him.
Okay, go for it. I'm right behind you. Well, that happened.
Watch this. Watch this. Whoop.
Butt stab.
The way he flopped over too is... Oh god, that's great.
Holy crap, my speed or whatever is going way down. Look at that. Oh, look at you, bubba. Butt stab.
Cause like, I feel really weird about it because whenever people ask me if I believe in God, I'm not necessarily going to say that I believe in God. I believe all the gods, in a sense, exist. I believe in. I believe there
Got
might just be
disconnected.
something more. Yeah, I see that. I think the host left. Oh, did they update it so that we stay in the party together when we get disconnected?
I think so.
We still have 30 minutes. Do you want to try and do one more terrorist hunt and then switch over to multiplayer? Or do you want to just start doing multiplayer now until the end of the stream?
Let's do 30 more minutes of terrorist hunt. Let's just do that.
Okay,
Almost done with
awesome.
my food too, which I'm happy about. So yay. I've been eating this entire time because I'm a fat pig.
You're not fat, you're just boned. It's
This
so
bone.
funny though when you walk with purpose. Okay, so like you know how people walk slow by nature because they don't really want to get to where they're going. And then like when you actually do get motivation to go where you're going, you start walking with purpose
Sure.
and you speed up a little. Like it's easy to tell when somebody is walking with purpose. When you walk with purpose, it's so funny because like you kind of like do this little waddling thing. It's just perfect. I love it. And then I start to remember August and that little angry penguin, and I get
The
mad that I thought
penguin
about
walk.
August.
The penguin walk. The penguin walk was always good though. 15 seconds, guys. 15 seconds. Or whatever. Okay, so this
It was
dude we knew.
14 seconds.
14 seconds. Okay. This dude we knew. He was weird,
Eliminate all of the terrorists.
which I think is the polite way of putting it. He was just weird.
I'm actually offended by that.
He was
Because
a
you and
dick.
me are weird. We're weird. He was beyond what we are.
He
He was
pretty much a
offensive.
dick. Like probably one of the worst stories I remember about him is
Is it the one I'm thinking about it?
he kicked
Is it
me.
the one that I'm thinking? Yes. Oh my god.
Let me tell that story. So it's
But I was
gym
there
class.
too.
I know, but you've been telling all the stories. I want to tell my own.
Oh yeah. Okay, fair
So-
enough. I'll let that.
So you know
I
we're in
will
gym
allow it.
class. Thank you. So we're in gym class, and we're all outside because you know it's a beautiful day for gym and that kind of stuff. Blah 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 blah. Pretty normal stuff. And there's this one kid that we all know. He was a pretty cool kid. He was pretty chill, but he didn't have any legs. And that was like, you know, it was like, okay, he doesn't have any legs, whatever. You know, he's still
That's my
pretty cool.
motherfucker!
He's still pretty cool. It's like whatever.
Not
right?
everyone can survive that.
Good job, David. But so August comes over. You know, we're all chilling, all talking, all doing our own shit basically. And all of a sudden he goes, "Ow!" just really loudly, and we go, "What the fuck?" And we turn, and like he's clutching his knee, and we're all looking. And he's like, "This kid had kicked me," and he's pointing to the kid with no legs, and we're all just kind of sitting there like, "Holy shit, dude! You did not just make that joke." And it was just
I mean,
like,
it
dude.
would have been different. It would have been different if August and that kid were really close friends.
But they weren't. Like,
But they
they
weren't.
didn't like each other. That was a thing.
And then whenever like he got in an argument with someone, he would get a pencil and he always had a sharp pencil on him, or he always had something sharp on him. And he would hold it up to his neck and he'd be like, "You have 14 seconds." And he would basically like look at you and be like, "You have 14 seconds to hit the pencil," and basically stab him in the neck.
You don't know
Always,
how close,
always.
because you don't know how close I came to wanting to do it. But then I was kind of like, I don't want to go to jail, so.
It's so not worth it.
Dude,
Oh,
imagine if we had someone like in our group who took everything super 100% serious, and like like someone who didn't understand basic social cues in our group or whatever. Imagine like he did
their
that.
life would be horrible.
Imagine like he did that and it was like 14 seconds, 14 seconds. If we had someone in our group who didn't understand, oh, this is a joke, I shouldn't do that, he's probably just asking for attention, and actually did it, ooh, it would be
I
a
don't know.
very
I would
different
feel bad
story.
for the I would feel bad for the person because that's basically like a life sentence for them. But at the same time, it would be so satisfying to just watch August die like that.
I mean, what would you classify that as? Attempted or like assisted suicide?
I'm not even sure.
Because I think that would be technically an assisted suicide because it's like the whole
Because he encouraged you to do it.
right or
And he
unintentional
did it in
suicide.
he did it
Or
in an obnoxious way too. Like he was daring you to do it.
didn't he always say like I dare you motherfucker do it or something like that? Like he was
No, he did that whenever he did like the angry penguin thing when he spread his arms and puffed out his chest. He was like, "I dare you. You want to go?" And then like whenever you said no to fighting his little dumbass, he would put his headphones in and like go to the corner of the room and
That's
just sit
right! He
there.
would like just go get triggered in the freaking corner! That was the best part! He would just kind of waddle off because he was an angry little penguin. He would just waddle off right into the fucking corner and just like be triggered. It was the greatest, like he was triggered before we even knew what triggering was. That was how triggered this kid got. It was freaking great.
And I'm actually pretty sure I'm pretty sure that like okay, yeah, everyone in our friend group hates him. I know that. Everybody in our group hates him. I'm pretty sure I hate him more than anyone else does though. Because I defended him for like 3 months. I tried to help him with like whatever shit I thought he was going through for him to be acting like that.
Yeah, we all kind of were like, hey man, do you need help or kind of like whatever? Do you need like to talk about it? But no, it was kind of just, he was just a dick that, had no explaining.
Didn't I like try more like way longer than anyone else did though? I
Yeah,
feel like
we
you had told
tried
me
like
that at some
after,
point.
like we tried like to help him after like a month or so of whatever, and then after
Cause
like the
like
month, we just gave up.
cause like even you came up to me and you were like, dude, you've been defending him way longer than you should be.
Well, I got tired with him. I forgot what I got tired with him for. But I remember it was
I
something
stopped
that was like, that was kind of like
the
hard hitting
cutting
for me.
the cutting that might have been when he cheated on Haley.
That might have been.
I know the cutting point, like the cutoff point for me though, was that day that he got in an argument with Robert.
Oh yeah, that was extreme, dude.
He got, and it was all over fucking, it was a Percy Jackson book. And August got triggered about like the history of Pegasus. And then Robert started arguing with him and Haley was sitting between them and she looked at me and my heart sank. Because okay, so our friend Haley, she took no shit from anyone, but at the time she was dating August, and she was really good friends with Robert. And they were on either side of her arguing, so they were basically yelling through her at each other. And she looks at me, and I've never seen her look defeated. I've never seen her look defeated. I've never seen her
She
look
looked
like she was
tired.
helpless. She looked at me with this tired expression that said, "Help me." And you can, Xander will verify this for me. I'm not an outgoing person. I'm not. I don't deal with conflict very well, and when I address conflict, I try and do it passively, and I try to defuse the situation. But as soon as she looked at me, and Xander will verify this, I just slammed my hands down on the table. The whole table shook, because there's like one of those really long connecting tables, so the whole table shook.
Ow.
And I yelled out, "Enough!" And they both just stopped and stared at me like, what the fuck?
Dude, high school was such a drama llama situation. I'm glad I'm out of high school, dude. Like, even though I'm kind of like, oh, I kind of want to go back, you know, it was
Just
fun,
hang
and that
out with
kind
your
of stuff.
friends and
Yeah!
shit, man.
Like, the ones that haven't graduated yet, it's like, oh, I want to go hang out with them. That'd be cool. It's like, but you don't because of all the freaking stress that you go through when you're in high school. Like, the stress of college versus the stress of, like, high school is way different.
college is super chill sometimes, depending on like what classes you go into.
Well, yeah, like, I had one class I had to do, but it was something that I'm not very good at, which is math. I'm not a math person. I do not like math. I don't like putting letters
I
and
used to be really
numbers.
good at math. What happened? They added symbols and numbers, not numbers, letters. Yes, they
Exactly.
added numbers to math. Excuse me. They added more numbers. They added decimals and percentages and triangles and circles and shapes and fucking radiuses and all that fun shit, man. No wonder I failed math every year.
Dude, I remember having one of the worst math teachers ever. And, he was this older gentleman.
Keep that thought. Smell pizza. Or return. Or tell the audience.
So, oh, hello, third person. Get a cookie, do whatever. But anyway, back to, what was like we were saying, we're just rambling right now as we're waiting for stuff to happen. But, like I was saying with my math class, let me regain my thoughts for a second, because I'm stupid. I had this, math teacher, an older guy, who, um, I was failing the math class. That was just the thing, because I'm not very good with math, so I failed the math class. But, I was failing. This is before I failed. I was failing, and he gave me the option, you know, he was like, listen, you failed first semester, and, or you failed, like, the first half of math. And, I was like, okay, I understand that. He's like, if you pass, second semester, yeah, second semester, there's first semester and second semester, and there's the 4 quarters. If you pass second semester, I will let you pass for the entire year. And of course, I was like, hell yeah, I'll do that. I can do that. I'll do whatever you want me to do. I mean, I don't friggin' care. I'll make post-it notes and post your face and post-it notes on the cafeteria wall saying this is senpai. I didn't care. And so, you know, I got a tutor. Um, Great tutor. She was wonderful. She helped me. She helped me with my projects. She helped me learn basic math. Not basic math, but it was like geometry or something. I don't remember. She helped me learn the math. She helped me learn everything that I need to learn. And let me see if I can find a more interesting thing for us to watch. That is a no, senpai. Um, so I passed second semester. And I'm ecstatic. You know, I'm just kind of like, hell yes, I passed it. I got it. I did everything I could, and I was able to, you know, do second semester. I was happy. And I even took the test and I got like a C on it. So I was like super happy. Like the end of the year final, I got a C on it. So you know, I was really happy. And I go up to him, like, I did it. I passed second semester. And he looks at me. This dude, he looks at me. He goes, yeah, well, you need to pass first semester, so you're not going on. Sorry. I was like, what? I'm not going on? What do you mean I'm not going on? You mean to tell me that after all that, after all the stuff I did, all the projects, all the extra math, all the stuff that allowed me to get, I think it was a C. I'm pretty sure it was either a C or it was either a C or D. It was a passing grade to get second semester. You're not gonna let me pass. Nope, you had to pass first semester. There was. I remember leaving that classroom and like I didn't even ask to leave. I just got up, walked out, and just went to the bathroom and just sat there for like an hour and a half and just cried. Because I was just so pissed at like this old man because he was like, "Oh, if you do it, you can pass the semester. You know, you can pass school. Go for it." I'm like, "Yay!" Nope, me first semester pass. That's kind of why I think I'm resentful towards like math classes. Is because like the last two teachers I had were just horrible. The third one, that's a different story. That one was just horrible. Oh God. Welcome back, David. I was about to just go into my senior year of math class.
Yeah, I heard.
Alright, so in my senior year of math class, which was which was horrible by the way, still horrible. Um, we had this teacher named uh, Andrea. We had our teacher Andrea, and that was her last name. And but she was like super triggered. Like if you said Andrea, because that's normally what you would say for a last name. Like if you saw like the name like Mrs. Andrea, you would be like, "Oh, that's Andrea. That's obviously Andrea, right?" Nope, it's Andrea. And she would yell at you if you said anything but Andrea. And I was kind of like, "Why?" And like there's this one kid, he came in, he was new, and he said, is this Miss Andrea's classroom?" And she looked at him, she's like, "It's Andrea." And we were like, "Oh shit." It was bad. But she made us do this thing. I don't know if you guys know what this is, but it's called Khan Academy. And Khan Academy is a piece of shit because it doesn't teach you anything for one.
Oh,
Damn.
I tried.
Eliminated all
Oh,
friendlies.
that was horrible. But there's a thing called Khan Academy, and I had to do one of these things. It's an online program where you do sets of 5 different questions, and it's like, oh, you only do 5 questions? That's not too bad. It's like, yeah, but if you miss one, you have to start all over again.
True.
It's like, oh, okay, that's not too bad. It's like, so they'll just be the same questions, right? Nope. So you're going in basically blind every single time, not knowing what you're gonna get. Exactly. How is that fair? It's not. That's math. Welcome to school. So it was very very stressful with the math. And what was it? I was
Oh,
on one the I was
it's
on one of the
time for multiplayer.
okay. But
6:30.
all right, cool. Switching over to multiplayer now. But I was on one of the Econ Academies and I was triggered as all fuck at this point in time. Because I did not want to do the math. I did not want to do it anymore. It was horrible. It wasn't fun. One, it was math. Two, it just wasn't fun for me anymore. So I was doing the math thing or whatever, and she had previously used me as an example because like, oh, you guys complain about it's too tough. Xander did it 47 times. I did one 47 times to get a B. To pass math, I did one of these stupid Khan Academies 47 times. This is not 47 different Khan Academy labs. This is 47, one set of 5. And so I was properly triggered by Oh, you need to send me a invite, dude. Um,
Yeah, I
I was
know. I had to close it because it was taking too long to load.
okay. Well, I was probably triggered by the whole situation, and I remember doing one. I was like on my sixth try or something like that, and I just slammed my fist down on the desk, and I was like, "Fuck this shit!" And she looked over at me and she was like, "Excuse you? What did you say?" I'm like, "I said fuck this shit. You are not teaching us jack fuck." I was like, "Why are you even a teacher? What are you doing? All you do is sit behind that goddamn desk and not teach us anything all damn day." She was like, "That's it, I'm writing you up." I'm like, "Go ahead, send me to the office. I'll explain to them that you're doing absolutely jack shit." And I guess she found, I guess she thought, oh wait, if they were to bring me down here, if they were gonna, if I was to send him back and he was to tell them what's actually happening and that I'm not actually teaching them, that I could lose my job because I never got written up and I never got it on my record. So.
Mm.
Just goes to show you, fight the system, dude, if you can. Like, if you know there's injustice, like in school, like, if your teacher is not teaching and is just a packet teacher, call that shit out. Don't just sit on the sideline and just kind of go, I guess this is school now, because then you're not learning. Then you're just recycling garbage that you're not going to learn. Like, let me tell you some sad shit right now, alright? I learned last semester in my because I dropped out of college because I couldn't do it anymore. But in my last semester of college, I learned how to convert Fahrenheit to Fahrenheit to um Celsius, and Celsius to Fahrenheit. That's what I learned last semester. I asked my teacher, when should I have learned this? Because it's my first time learning. She said, you should have learned this back in high school. This is like 10th grade math. I was like, well, I definitely didn't learn that back in 10th grade because in 10th grade I was still learning geometry. I was like, I was like, the math, like the school failed me, dude.
Mm. Dude, I graduated that high school, and like that diploma, it's sitting on my desk right now.
Oh yeah, I have it somewhere.
I
I don't
I
know where
would
it
be
is.
looking at it if it wasn't buried in all the other trash that I have stacked up on this table, but hey, it's where it belongs basically, or it's where I feel like it belongs, at the
Wait,
bottom of the pile of trash. That school that me and Xander went to, granted, the school he went to his senior year, way better than the school that I went to my senior year, because he moved. You moved at the beginning of the senior year, didn't you? Or at the end of junior year?
I was already living in Percival. I should probably not say where I live. But I moved at the
Markiplier does it.
yeah, true,
Jacksepticeye does it, and they're way more famous than we are.
true. But I probably moved by the end of I moved by the end of 11th grade. No, I was already living in Percival by 11th grade because like I was commuting back and forth.
Oh, that's right. And also, you graduated the year after me, so you were still at Osborne, I think, when I graduated.
They're trying to kick you, dude.
Let 'em.
No. Did you get kicked?
Secure the area.
No,
Keep the bombs
Cool.
protected.
there weren't enough votes for it.
I think it was someone we played with at one point and they got freaking angry or something.
So I went downstairs because I thought I smelled pizza, and apparently today was make your own pizza day,
Oh,
which I already
nice.
did like
Op 4
already did earlier in the day. So it was kind of just like, oh, I did it before everyone else thought about it. Ha ha. Got to be hipster about it.
seconds left.
Gotta
But
do it before everyone else does, I see.
so I went down there, because I smelled pizza and I was like, oh, I'm going to just make
Op 4
some more little bagel ones because we have big ass fucking bagels. And she was like, why don't you make the brownies that you want? I was like, because that takes time and effort. I'm just going to put some sauce and cheese on a bagel and put it in the oven because I'm live streaming with Xander. I can't be away for too long. And she's like, but it takes time and effort to make the pizza too. And I was like, yes, but the brownies call for eggs, water, olive oil, and like all this other shit. And I have to mix it all together and mix
Put
it
the lime
properly.
in the
And she's like,
coconut.
and she was like, I'll just make it for you. And I was like, but I can just make brownies tomorrow and just make a 10-minute pizza right now. And she's like, who wants brownies? And all three of my siblings are like, we do. And I'm like, okay, I guess you're making brownies then. Call me down when they're ready. I'll be upstairs. And she was like, yep. I was like, well, okay then. Also, Xander, I just broke the Eiffel Tower.
Good job, David.
No, seriously, come over here.
No, I believe you. This guy hanging from his window.
Oh. Holy shit! Ow.
Did you die?
Oh, I kinda deserved that. I got killed by our teammate.
Oh. I don't know who I got killed by, but I got killed by Sledge. That's not our teammate, is it? Sledge isn't our teammate.
Oh, right, this is multiplayer. I thought we were still doing Terrorist Hunt.
No. Well, it looks like it's up to that one guy to do it. He's got 3 more people to kill, and it's just him.
So now I'm just waiting for brownies to get ready.
I have a
But,
pumpkin thing or whatever. Anyway, what?
Back to my thought earlier about my diploma or anything. Just graduating from that school that I went to and just finally getting my diploma after 4 years of school bullshit, it didn't feel like much of an achievement. Like, it didn't. It really didn't. My school sucked, the teachers were terrible, and honestly, I felt like I went through way too much bullshit to be awarded just a piece of paper that says, hey, you passed.
Congratulations, you won.
Oh, and the best thing about it, and I'm not saying drop out of high school if your high school's bad, because everybody has opinions on what bad teachers are like, and I actually argue with some people that say some teachers are really bad. I had one teacher, Mr. Garrett, he's fucking awesome. Awesome teacher. Depending on who you ask, he was the worst teacher in the school. And he was awesome. So, I'm not saying, oh, just drop out of school or stop trying if you have bad teachers, because everyone has a different opinion on what a bad teacher is.
Shit, I got
And
fucked up.
my teacher,
Run, David, run.
bad. I've already talked about the majority of my teachers that were actually bad. My math teacher taught us the history of Jesus Christ for a day, and then our assistant math teacher gave us after-school detention for asking for pencils so that we could take the surprise math test. My computer teacher is also a bitch. She always hounded me for not doing my work even when I was doing my work. And so after a while I actually stopped doing my work. And then the real kicker is, despite how bad of a teacher she was, she ended up becoming the senior's assistant principal. Because every class had like a different assistant principal. Like you have the main principal of the school, you have the vice principal of the school, and then like every grade has like an assistant principal.
Right.
Like the freshmen had the freshman assistant principal, the sophomores had the sophomore principal,
Yeah.
and then
deans,
juniors and
deans.
seniors had basically, yeah, they're basically just deans.
They're
But
glorified teens.
not only was my computer teacher an absolute bitch and didn't. I swear to God, sometimes she didn't even know what she was teaching. But she also ended up becoming the senior dean. Two jobs between each other. There was this one day where she had to go do dean work and wasn't able to like be in her classroom, but she didn't get an assistant. She didn't even get an assistant. Oh, I died. She didn't even get an assistant teacher to like cover her class. Cause usually it was the two computer classes were right next to each other, so like whenever one of the computer teachers had to run out, the other computer teacher like usually went into like that classroom because they were joined by one big door, so that door would be open and like the computer teacher would like keep looking into that room and just keeping an eye on shit. She didn't even do that. One day she had to go do her dean work. She didn't even do that. She straight up left the class clown. I'm not even making this up. He was a class clown. He did everything to embarrass himself and embarrass other people and just make people laugh. And I'm not gonna lie, he was a good guy. He was a great guy. I enjoyed talking to him. I sat next to him for like a month before she gave us assigned seatings. And yeah, I know, right? 12th grade, still getting assigned seatings. But he was a great guy and everything, but he was essentially the class clown. He was the class idiot, basically, and she left him in charge of the class the day that she had to be a dean. And he actually taught the class better than she did.
Oh.
Like, he told us, like, because she did give him, like, this was the best thing. Not only did she get the class clown to teach the class, she actually handed him, like, a packet of the stuff that we were supposed to cover that class, and she's like, you have to go over all these. And he did. He went over it all, and he simplified it. Because he told us where to go, and, like, whereas she, like, tells you to do all this stuff at once, he, like, broke it into, like, little parts. And actually made it easier to follow.
That's pretty great.
And then she came back, and I literally looked at her into the face, and I was like, he was a better teacher than you.
Did you get detention?
And, like, she gave me detention for being disrespectful.
Nice.
Be advised, the bomb location has been compromised.
She gave me detention for being disrespectful, and then 5 other students called me out for being disrespectful. And I was like, what? Are you fucking serious? A student taught the class better than the teacher. And it's the student that barely tries anything. What?
5 seconds and counting.
Welcome to the public education system, David.
Located by Op 4.
So, like, yeah, she was a bitch, too. And then because this was, we had, that guy.
That guy.
We had the guy from math class, not August when I say that guy, but that guy from
Black
math
kid?
class at all. Yeah, the black kid. He was in my computer class too. You want to know what she did? She tried to make me sit with him.
Oh
and
yeah,
make us in
didn't
the
you
park.
both go like, no?
We both looked at her and we hated each other. There was one day I shoved him into the door of our math class and he like slammed against the door and the door slammed against the wall and it felt so good. And I actually got away with it too, because I walked in and like I kind of flinched when the door hit the wall, pretending like I had no idea what was happening. And the teachers looked at us and the guy was like, didn't you just see him push me? And he like pointed at me and the teachers are like, it's okay if you tripped. Just don't blame other people for it. And I was so happy that I got away with it. And you know what? Playing passive always helps.
They got a little shock
Especially,
drill
like-
underneath here.
I shot this shock drone though.
You got another one.
There's a person there too.
I died because of the shock drone. I didn't die from the shock drone, but the shock drone knocked my health down to a point where it wasn't helpful anymore. Oh, I saw you got messed up, bro.
I haven't played multiplayer in so long, so I suck at it right now. For like the last month that we played this game, we've been playing Terrorist Hunt.
That's
So
because you get
viewers,
so many points for doing it, though.
I actually think you get more points for doing multiplayer, but there's more of a variety with Terrorist Hunt.
Right.
Just more interesting.
It's not stressful, too.
But she tried to like make me sit with him and make us into partners, and this is like the first time we ever like actually agreed on anything. We both looked at her and in union said, no, we will kill each other.
I'm gonna rate this match a 4-star.
So yeah, aside from the people and the god-awful teachers, when I finally got my diploma, I was kind of just like, really? Like, that's it? I went through all this shit, dealt with all these stupid, insensitive, like, nonsensical teachers for a piece of paper?
Oh no, David, it's more than that. You get the diploma thing, and like in it, it's like this is not the actual diploma. You'll get that in homeroom.
Oh yeah,
That's
I
the
didn't get
best
it in
part.
home.
That's the no,
Oh,
like
you
you'll
got
get it later.
your diplomas in homeroom. We got them through the
No.
mail.
I don't remember how we got it, but it's like this is not the actual diploma. It's like what? What? It's like
So yeah,
why?
I went through all that shit to get a piece of paper that basically said, "Hey, you will get the real piece of paper in a week."
It's like, hey, you are win. You done did
You will
good.
You passed, but you get your award next week.
You don't.
And your award is still a piece of paper.
It's not even a
It's
nice
not this
piece of paper.
It's another piece of paper
It's
with
like
your name on
computer-
it.
It's like computer paper too. It's not even a good piece of paper.
That's the best thing about the diploma, though, is like what makes it so special. It's a piece of paper with your name on it. It's like, yes, it's a piece of paper with your name on it. It's like I could go back to school and put my name on a piece of paper and be like, yay.
It has the seal of approval from your school, dude. That's why it's nice.
I don't care. If it was a better school, I would care. My school, I don't. No. My diploma from my school is just another piece of paper in my eyes. It's another piece of stupid paper from my stupid school that I can't even throw it away because I need it. And that's bullshit.
Also, I'm just gonna throw this out here. I like the new frames for like the models. I like Twitch's new frames. She looks a lot better than she did.
Oh yeah.
She doesn't look like that. I don't want to play as her. She's scary. Kind of look like she actually looks.
I like how Ash in her picture is a brunette, but when you play her, she's like full on neon bright ginger.
No, that's red hair. It's because of the lighting. Lighting is gonna make it look different. She's a redhead.
And then after my graduation, and after I got this very disappointing diploma, I went to Xander's school, because I went up to visit Xander out in the country, out in Percival, for a week. Or was it just the weekend?
It was just the
feel like
weekend.
it
No,
might
it
have
wasn't even the weekend because you're only there for my graduation.
No, I'm talking about when you were still in school. The first time I went up there.
Oh,
And we helped out with the play.
Yeah, you were there for like 3 days. Pretty sure it was just the weekend.
10 seconds to insertion.
So I was up there for the weekend. It was it was a little bit after I graduated. I think it was the new school year for him. It was a little into the new school year for him. And he was in the drama club, or the costume. He was in, not the drama club, but he was in the costuming for the theater department at a school. And when I was up there, I volunteered to help out with the costuming and everything. And while I was there one day, and I shit you not, I looked at the teacher my first day there. I looked at one of Xander's teachers, and I said, I will trade all 4 years of my high school career plus my diploma for 1 year here at this school.
Yeah, it was
And
a great school. Like, you know, it had its
and the
flaws, it
teacher
had its
laughed
problems,
at
but
me. He was like, "I'm glad to hear it." And I was like, "No, if I could do that, I would."
you're also talking to
And he,
Stags. Stags is a cool dude.
I loved your teachers. I also found it really ironic that I'm pretty sure that one teacher that was there helping out with the costumes was gay, and everyone really liked him, and I was kind of just like, the fuck.
Oh, you mean
I don't
I know who you're
I don't have an
talking
issue
about.
with gay people. I have a gay friend. I have bi friends too. Most of them are bi, but I have one gay friend. I don't have a problem with gay people or gay teachers. It was weird to me seeing a bunch of students respecting a gay teacher though, because I'm pretty sure Mr. Martinez was, if he wasn't gay, he was at least very
Well,
flamboyantly
you also gotta
bisexual.
remember that it was the theater class, so you gotta remember those theater.
True. Ow.
Theater.
Dude, your school is awesome. That one, oh my god, the dance battle. Fucking,
Oh, the fucking dance battle? We had
so
a dance battle.
at Xander's school, they literally didn't even fight. These two guys got in an argument. One of them put down their phone or whatever, started playing music, and they actually had a dance battle. And I looked at the principal and I was like, so shouldn't something be done about this? And the principal was like, oh no, this happens all the time.
It's freaking great though.
And I looked down and was like, are you fucking serious? High school musical bullshit is this?
It was very High School Musical-esque. Like, not gonna lie, it was like my school could have been straight out of High School Musical.
I think there was only one dude there that like didn't really fit in, and it was the guy that kept glaring at you whenever you were talking to his girlfriend.
I don't know.
And that one dude just stood out because I was like, everyone gets along, and then you have that one guy in the back that's just constantly glaring at Xander because Xander's talking to this dude's girlfriend, and the guy clearly doesn't like Xander.
Friendly mission
I don't know who that would be. I don't know even who it was I was talking to.
You always told me about him. You always told me how there was this one guy that kept bugging you because he would like talk to his girlfriend, and he always looked at you in a weird way.
Maybe it was 2 years ago. I seriously like there's very few stuff that I like negatively remember. Like negative like
Very
stuff.
few stuff. Good grammar, Xander. Good grammar. You
Very.
clearly went to high school.
I know I went to American high school.
True.
But there's like only two incidents. Oh, that guy has the new guy. Look at that. There's only two incidents.
Echo.
There's only two incidents where like I can remember that were negative, and the one was with my math teacher. That was like the only time. Like after that we were cool. But and the other time,
The only reason you were cool is because you set down the law and she knew not to fuck with you.
yeah. And then there's the other time where what happened? Oh, I remember. I was super tired, by the way. Like I had pulled an all-nighter for like some work or something stupid, or you know, blah blah blah. You know how it is. And I'm tired, so you know, I'm stupid and tired, so I'm just kind of like, you know, wandering around, not really doing anything. Turned in something to my teacher that I had to turn in because I missed the work and turned that in. Kept on walking, blah blah blah. You know how it is. And I go throughout my morning, and at this point in time, I'm cleaning the costume room that we have because it was just something that had to be done, and I was free during the mornings, so I just decided to do it. It was just kind of whatever. There's a drill beneath your feet.
Yeah, I know.
But where'd everyone go? How the fuck?
Oh shit!
David!
I didn't mean it. Fucking
Got him.
little drone.
Got him. But good job, David.
I'm sorry.
But anyway, I was super freaking tired, and so I go to Mr. I'm dead. So it's about to kick
Wow, I'm dead.
you. There was
See, I told you the FBI would find me.
there was I was in my you know, in my theater class, you know, trying to sleep off, you know, the fact that I'm super freaking tired. And all of a sudden, like, my counselor comes in, like, you know, like how you have like each class, like each level or whatever has a counselor kind of thing. So, you know, like, oh,
Yeah.
here's like the 11th grade counselor, here's the 12th grade counselor. Well, my 12th grade counselor comes in and he's like, all right, let's go. He's like, hey, Xander, can you take a walk with me? I'm like, yeah, sure. And I like this guy. You know, he's a really cool guy. Like, he's a cool guy, and I like him. I still like him. Though, this is one of those things where it's kind of just kind of like, yeah, I still kind of remember when you did that, but hey, whatever, I don't really care anymore. I just find it funny now. But, the thing that happened was, you know, we're walking, and I thought we were going to his office. We walk right past his office. And I'm like, okay, then we must be going to, like, the actual main office. We walk past the office, and we go straight into the, clinic. It was kind of like, what in the fuck is going on? And, like, I walk in there, and there's, like, the officer. There's, like, an officer standing right there. And he walks in, he's like, can you sit here and wait? And I'm like, sure. And he goes in, talks to the officer. Officer comes out, looks at me, scowls, walks away. It's kind of like, okay. And I'm kind of like, that's kind of weird, but whatever. And I get called in, and they're like, all right, can you touch your finger to your nose? I'm like, yes. And they're like, can you do that for us? I was like, sure. So I do it, and they're like, all right, can you walk in a straight line for us?
10 seconds.
And hey David, what does this sound like to you?
Insertion in 5 seconds.
Sounds like a drug test kind of deal.
Exactly.
Now secured.
They were
Oh, I
testing.
remember this story now.
And
Like they thought you were on drugs or whatever for some stupid reason.
well, here's the thing that happened. They were like, did you take anything that we should know about? Were you on anything that we should know about? And I'm just like, are you accusing me of taking an illegal substance and or alcohol? And they said, no, we're not accusing you of that. I'm like, that is bullshit. I know exactly the fact that you're accusing me of that. And they're like, sir, they were like, Xander, can you please just answer the question? They're like, well, the whole thing was like, he's like, if you don't tell us, do we need to get police involved? I was like, why do you need to get police involved? I was like, you're stupid. And so I was asked, why am I here? And they're like, an anonymous person said that they thought you were on drugs or alcohol and that we should call it in. And I'm like, and you believe this person? I was like, can I have their name? And they said, confidentially, we can't give you their name. I'm like, what bullshit is this? Like, what bullshit is that? I was
That
like,
reminds me of the
someone...
guy at work one time, and I hate to cut you off, but this really does remind me of that work. At work this one time, there's this guy. I still don't know who it was, because they weren't allowed to like say his name, but they were like, oh, this guy kept complaining about his off hours, because he would come in at the same time as other people, but he would complain that he had to work longer hours than certain other people. And finally, at some point, like, the higher ups were just like, okay, then take the off hours off of the schedule. And so we, for like a month, or no, for 2 months, we only knew when we were supposed to come in. We never knew when we were getting off.
That's dumb.
And I was like, who the fuck started complaining about this? Because, like, for me, it was never a matter of when do I come in. It was always a matter of, oh, when do I get off? Because, like, oh, if I'm only here until this or that time, then I can probably hang out with some other people later. So my thing was, when do I get off?
Right.
And what was an even bigger issue is you're not supposed to ask your manager that.
Area. Keep the bombs protected.
Like, at all. You're just not supposed to. And so I got in the habit of, like, being scolded for, like, they scold you for, like, asking when you're getting off or whatever. They actually scold you for that.
Send Robert an invite. He's on now.
Yeah, I know.
He needs to calm
I
down.
see him.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Plan your defense
Yeah, he
accordingly.
really does. And I'm gonna tell him that as soon as he gets in here, I'm gonna tell him to call me
10
shit.
seconds left.
Okay, I invited him.
I saw you, little shit drone.
They ran in this corner
Op
and
4
went
has
to
located a
event.
bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
But
Hey guys!
Hey.
dude, you need to calm your shit with the invites, man. I already told you we were streaming.
Yeah, I was trying to get into your party, but it wouldn't let me until you sent me the invitation.
Oh, sorry, man. Oh, I'm dead.
But
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm dead.
but so like they always scold you for asking when you're supposed to get off, because you're not supposed to ask your manager like, hey, when am I getting off? But after they took off the off hours, I went in and I was like, hey, when am I supposed to be getting off? And my manager scolded at me. I was like, don't give me like this whole, oh, you're not supposed to ask that bullshit answer, because some motherfucker decided to complain about his off hours. Now I don't know when I'm getting off because you took the off hours off of the schedule.
Some people are just ridiculous.
It was so stupid. And I was like, I swear to God, if I find out, I was kind of just sitting there. I was like, if I found out who it was, I wouldn't like hit them or anything. I'd just be like, dude, what the fuck are you whining about for?
Oh, speaking of work, dude. Speaking of work, we had one guy. His name is Cody. And
We're
he came
streaming
in.
Uno the next time.
What?
Oh, okay.
But he came in on Monday. Okay, this dude just started. His first day was Monday, and then he quit
Oh,
on Monday.
Operation Red Crow.
he
The
quit.
day we got shut. Okay, so we got
Oh, that's
shut
more
down.
people I don't have.
So our restaurant got shut down at the end of September, and there was this one guy that had just started working there for like 2 weeks, or not even 2 weeks. Wait, hang on, I'm confused now. He started working there for like a month. And,
Wow.
Oh, we should back
worked
out so
there
we can
for-
pick up Robbie.
Oh yeah, backing out.
Well,
So-
hang on, let me get the game going. I got up to it, and it freaking kicked me out, saying there was a problem.
So
Don't worry, we're waiting for you.
So this
Alright.
guy worked with us for a month. I hated him. He was disrespectful. He was disrespectful to coworkers. He was disrespectful to customers. He had no work ethic whatsoever.
Oh, dude. I knew someone like that.
Dude.
After you tell this story, I'm gonna tell mine.
Dude, his first day. So I had to train him to be a host, even though like he was primarily going to be a busser. I still had to like give him host training, and I was the only host that worked there because our other host up and quit out of nowhere because school was about to start, and her mom didn't want her working a job while she was in school or whatever. So I was literally the only host that officially worked there. I was the only official host there. So I had to train him.
Are
To
you
be a
freaking
host.
serious?
And the first day of training, I look at him like, dude, you're not. We wear black pants. We don't wear a black shirt. We are not allowed to wear black shirts or white shirts. I don't know why, but it's just how this restaurant is.
Because it's uniform. That's just how it is.
You just listen to the boss.
It was one of those things that it kind of bugged me because the servers could wear black shirts, but the host couldn't.
It's to distinguish yourself from like being a host or a server. Like
so I
this
told him
person
like,
has
hey,
a
Yeah,
dude,
that could
position.
probably be it.
So I look at him the first day of training. I'm like, okay, when a customer walks in, you smile. You say, like, you ask them how their day's going, blah 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 blah. How many's in the party? Don't wear a black shirt. Don't wear a white shirt. Simple as that. Clean up the lobby area, which is basically around the host stand. Clean up like the main entrance and everything. Occasionally
That
check the bathrooms.
sounds
and all that.
easy.
Check the bathrooms, all that. And he's like, okay. And when I'm first training him, I even look at the bartender and I even go to our general manager and I'm like, I like him. He seems like he's going to do his job very well. The first day he works. Not even the first day he works. The second day he has training. Not with me, not as a host, but as a busser. The second day he has training, he's an absolute dick. And I'm just sitting here like, oh my god. Just because like he has no work ethic, like whatsoever. He kind of just stood there and just fucked around. And as a busser, your job is to help clean off the tables. He would go to it took him 20. Who the fuck is breathing that hard?
That's Robbie. Robbie's raging. Robbie, what are you doing?
Every time it gets to the Red Crow menu, it gives me this thing saying, oh, there's a problem. It's not working. Internet's not working. You suck at this game. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh.
And I've tried. I even brought out the disc and cleaned it up again and put it back in. Restart. It's just.
Okay, so we have different size tables, obviously, because restaurant. We have 4 top tables, we have 6 top tables, and then we have 10 top tables.
And then you got booths.
Well, the booths are the 4 tops.
Okay, so those count as 4 tops? Okay.
Yeah.
What restaurant is this?
Don Pablo.
It was Don Pablo's.
Don
It was a great
Pablo!
restaurant. It was a great restaurant, man. I'm not even lie. I loved working with the people, except for like
Shout out to
1 or 2 of
Logan.
them.
Shout out to Logan, who hates Don Pablo's. Hashtag hates Don Pablo's.
I'll say this though, I didn't eat much of the food, but I'm not a big Mexican food person. I don't like Mexican food. I just don't.
Yeah,
They had
same
really
here.
good chicken tenders.
Except for Taco
though.
Bell.
Taco Bell's
I
not
won't lie,
Mexican.
they had really good chicken
I was about to
tenders.
say that.
Taco
They
Bell
had
was
really good chicken tenders, and they had
Are
really
you
good
freaking kidding me?
steak.
really good medium rare steak. Robbie, chill.
Y'all guys go ahead and start a match. By the time you get done with that, this will be freaking ready.
Well, we only have
Robbie, I mean,
another hour to stream, or another hour and a half.
yeah, we need to do some stuff for the stream now, Robbie. So
Yeah. Alright, I'll try it one more time. If it doesn't work, I'll guys go ahead.
Okay.
Enough?
Yeah, that sounds good.
But so the first day he's got bus training, and your job is to clean off the tables and like all of that as a busser. It took him 20 minutes to clean off a 4 top table.
What the fuck? Dude, it should take you like 30 seconds per table. And depending on if like they had a kid, it should take like 2 minutes. And that's about it.
And you know what bugged me? We had only 2 bussers. He was the second busser. Our only other busser was this other guy. And I'm not gonna lie, he was slow at his job. He was slow. It agitated me sometimes. But that guy had a reason for being slow. He wasn't all there upstairs.
Oh, he was mentally, yeah.
Yeah, like he had a couple of screws loose. Like he wasn't all there upstairs. Not everybody was home.
Right. Lights are
A
on, but
few,
nobody's home.
a few of the lights might have been off. I love all these mental analogies. I love them. They're so fun. But so like yeah, it agitated me that he was slow, but he had a reason for being slow. And if you like, he couldn't
He
really
wasn't
like
slow on
do
purpose. He wasn't slow on purpose.
exactly. And he the biggest flaw with his inability to like work faster was he couldn't do multiple tasks at once. So like if one person went up to him and said, "Hey, clean off this table," and another person went up to him and said, "If you get the chance, sweep the floor." He can't do both those things.
He'll
Like he
stick to the
just
one that
couldn't.
he's doing, right? He'll just stick to the one that he's doing.
He'll stick to whichever one was most recently told him to do directly. Like if you go up to him and say, "Oh, like clean up the floor if you get the chance," he's going to do the one that was specifically told him to do.
Oh, Jesus, what was that?
Robbie's mic.
Oh, man.
My mic's
But-
censoring myself. Let's just saying that much.
But so he had an excuse for being slow.
It didn't work. Again.
I'm sorry,
Okay,
Robbie.
sorry, Robbie. We gotta keep going without you.
We can play a different game. Like, what else can we play? Like, we can... Like, this can be like half Rainbow Siege, and we can just skip to something else for the last hour.
We can do Uno for an hour.
Yeah.
Nah, let's save that for next week. Let's save that for next week, dude. That's definitely a next week thing.
We
Alright.
can do GTA.
I could have sworn that was this week, by the way, guys.
Nah, Uno's next week.
We
We
can
can
do
switch to-
GTA for an hour.
Sure, we can do GTA. Let's do that. Everyone has GTA, right?
Alright, y'all guys have fun with that.
Are you not going to join us?
My GTA messed up to the
What'd
point
you
of
do?
it deleted itself, and then I tried
Oh,
installing it, it wouldn't install.
Robbie. Also, Robbie, if you want to plug in your YouTube channel, go ahead.
I ain't gonna
This
so
is
much
for
spoil it.
YouTube, man. But
I'll do that when I'm actually doing something and being successful, you know,
Right.
with my life. But when I'm just sitting here complaining about my game's not working, yeah, I don't think people want to hear that.
oh,
I'm not gonna
but
be another PewDiePie. Oh, did I just? Yes.
But the other guy, they had Robbie.
Hold on, David. Let me out. 10 minutes wanted to throw that out there. That stepdad Robbie, he says.
I walk out there and I walk out dirty tables and manager.
Like,
Rusty. It's me for the first 2 weeks too. She was like, "Are you serious?"
You see through the disc. That's well, I'm looking at it, but it's not through the disc.
And he off the wife. Oh, you're going to do that right now. I looked at Rusty and I was like, "Table to this, no table hard." And I went back to work and everything. To him now sometimes he can't do because he doesn't. He's like, "Oh, David," and I was like, that was the first official day. And apparently he was the opening host. And so I go in there. He was the morning host. As soon as I walk into the kitchen, that host up front is terrible.
and
We can keep doing city and keep half the game that we keep doing.
all right, man.
Letting things done. The very end of the stream is like, oh,
We'll play it. We would play that.
we don't.
From a Star Wars fan himself.
But but you remember shirt? Bull is wearing a one.
Quit.
He looked like he belonged at a wedding or an Italian restaurant. And I looked at him, I was like, I told you not to wear white shirts. Oh, stop. I have received an invitation from a mouse.
Hello.
I will join. I like mices.
Mises.
But, and not just that, like, his first official day as being a host, he walked up to one of our servers, Hannah, really nice, I liked working with her. And, she was just leaving a table that she had taken the orders for, and he walks up to her out of nowhere and he's like, hey, what's your bra size?
What?
And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, what the hell? Like, just straight up out of nowhere walks up to one of our female
Thanks, dude.
coworkers and is just like, hey, what's your bra size?
That's
And
wrong.
a day before that, he was talking about one of our other female coworkers and how good she looked in her jeans. And I looked at him and was like, I'm not going to disagree with you, but we're on the clock right now, and that's a coworker, so stop.
Biohazard container.
Right. Dude, that reminds me of something that happened at my work. It was like 2 months
Oh
ago.
boy,
Yeah.
this ought to be fun.
Well, this happened like 2 months ago. Like this dude, like he was horrible. Like he had a bad attitude. He straight up like told a female coworker like, "Why are you even here? No one likes you. Why don't you just kill yourself?"
Wow.
Like this dude was. Oh my god, that's gonna make me sick. Like this dude was just. He was not cool at all. Like he wasn't cool. Like he threw stuff at me, like from behind the counter. Like he was a dick. Like, he was just a dick to everyone.
You
But
still work there?
no, this is what happened. This is why
Okay.
he wasn't fired, by the way. He wasn't fired. But what happened was he was up front because they put him in front of house, which is a bad idea. 100% horrible idea. But they put him in front of house and he goes or Jess, one of the front of house managers, like she's a blue shirt, so she's a manager. Or no, she's an assistant director for front of house because she's wearing like the button down. But anyway, uh she walks in, she like
Did I
touches like the
die or
trash
something?
can. No, it's because we joined the late game. Um
Oh, okay.
she touched the trash can and she said, "Why is this sticky? Why is this sticky and wet?" And he doesn't even miss a beat and just looks her straight in the face and goes, "You would know a lot about things being sticky and wet, wouldn't you, Jess?"
Oh, you've told me the story before. Oh god, it gets worse every time I hear it.
And she looks at him and she's like, "You can go home now." and,
Hmm.
and
Appropriate
he's
response.
like, "Okay." And she's like, "No, I
Oh,
mean
he's
it.
got the elite
Go
skin.
home." Ooh. But she's like, "I'm not joking. Go home."
I believe it.
No, that's what she
And like,
said. Like she said, "I'm not joking. Go home." Yeah, look at that. That's
yeah,
cool.
I know. I believe it.
And he never showed up ever again. He that was the last
Huh.
time he was there.
You need to locate
Well, I can probably see
Like,
why. I
like
mean,
my whole thing about it is that, like, yes, I'm a guy. I have female coworkers, and I'm not gonna lie, a lot of my female
Oh God.
coworkers were attractive. I'm not going to sit there at work and talk about it though, because those are my coworkers, and I do respect them. Like I really did. I loved working with the people, and I respected almost everybody there.
Well, yeah. I mean, people are cool like that.
10 seconds.
And the thing that bugs me about so like I'm not going to go out of my way and be like, dude, stop talking about the girls or
Welcome.
whatever, because like it's inappropriate. It was inappropriate
Biohazard container.
at that time because we were on duty and those were our coworkers. So it was inappropriate to talk about them. And also I was just like, it's not
It's
appropriate to talk about those things.
It's Rainbow Six Siege, by the way. That's the game we're playing. For those that have just joined us, welcome to the stream. Um, Yeah, we're getting down to the wire. We're about to end this, but hey, welcome to the end of the stream. Anyway, continue, David.
But so like I'm not gonna go out of my way and be like, hey, don't talk about girls, cause well, I'm a guy. I'm not going to tell another guy like, hey, don't talk about girls. Depending on what you say,
Do
don't
not talk
go
about grill.
don't be disrespectful towards women. But the reason why I didn't like him talking about the girls so much is because first of all, we're on the clock. Like we are on the clock. We are working right now, and those are our coworkers, and they are working with us, and they are within earshot of us. And you were talking about bra sizes and how they look in their jeans. Stop. I'm not going to disagree with you that they're attractive, but stop. These are our coworkers, and we are on the clock right now. This is one of those conversations you have when you are not at work. And
So why is the stream ending?
Oh, I'm
we've
ending it
been
at
streaming
8.
for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm ending the stream at 8 o'clock, 8:30ish, around that time.
Oh.
I try to stream for only like 4 hours. Because like after 4 hours I get tired.
So that's like 2 Uno games right there.
Honestly,
Depending
holy
on the
crap.
rules that we have,
Yeah.
yes. But so like I said, he was just very disrespectful to our coworkers, and he did the same thing to customers. There was this one girl, she came in with her boyfriend one time, and I kind of recognized them because they were kind of regular people at our bar section of the restaurant. So I
Right.
kind of recognized them. And so they were at the bar for a little bit, and then she goes outside to take a call, and she comes back in, and by this time, that dumbass is standing with me. And as soon as she comes back in, this dumbass decides to go, hot damn, who is she with? And I'm like, oh my god, fucking moron.
Oh, motherfucker, no,
And she
dumbass.
heard him, and she looked in our direction, and as soon as she looked in our direction, I just put my hands over my face and just put my head down on the counter. And then I looked at him, I was like, she has a boyfriend, and he was like, who the fuck is your
What the
boyfriend?
fuck is
And I was
going
like,
on? Holy shit, my screen just went crazy. What the
and I
fuck?
looked at him, and I was like, oh, I don't know, maybe the
Oh my
maybe the really fit
god.
guy at the bar she's sitting with that's glaring at you now. And he was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go get back to work. I was like, yeah, you go fucking get back to work. And then there was this other time, it was right after, I think I had spent the weekend at your place.
You might
Yeah,
have.
I was up with you at the weekend, for that weekend. Yeah, because it was, hang on, I'm getting a call. Hello?
just answers it on stream. Hello?
Hello,
Yeah.
Governor.
Hello?
Xander. The brownies are ready?
David, pass the weed.
Okay.
David, pass the weed, man. Just pass
Thank
the
you.
weed. Pass it, man.
Cops all of a sudden start listening. Well then,
Hey,
But,
man. It's legal in some states.
But it was a weekend that I had spent with you, Xander, because it was the second Ren Fair.
Right.
It was the second Ren Fair, and I got back from it, and I went in to get my tips, because you get your tips in cash, and you get your tips from the last day you work. And we had to drive past the restaurant to get to my house anyway, so I figured out I'll just pick up my tips. And I walk in there to get my tips, and this fool is the working host for the day.
Oh my
He's
god,
in
lag.
uniform. He's in uniform, and he's sitting at the bar
Down to 5 seconds.
talking to the bartender and to other customers.
Protect the biohazard container at all.
What?
And I'm standing there, and I'm like, that is incredibly just unprofessional. And like, I stood there for a decent 5 minutes and just watched as people came into the restaurant, stood at the counter, and then walked away because there was no host there, and they got tired of waiting. And then our manager, Rusty, she comes up and she's like, she yells his name, which I refuse to repeat. And
This man stays unnamed. That's how much I hate him.
she yells
Which is
his
probably
name.
a good thing.
She yells his name and tells him to get back to the host stand. He does, and she yells at him for a little bit, and then she looks at me and she's like, "Oh, do you work today?" I was like, "No, I'm still kind of off because I wasn't scheduled for today because I just got back from my vacation because that's what I told him I was doing." Even though our general manager was at the run fair and he saw me there, he's like, "Ah,
I see you, young squire."
you remember that, don't you?" He was like,
Yeah.
You saw me talking to him, and then like you came up here, you were like, "Who the hell was that?" I was like, "That's my manager."
That's my boss.
But like, I looked at her, I was like, "Yeah, I just got back from vacation, so I'm not actually on right now." And she looked at me, and she
Can you
looked at
be?
him, and she looked back at me, and she was like, "Can you?" I was like, I looked at him, and he just looked so offended. I was like, "No, I don't want to clean up his mess today. Tired.
Damn.
I just want my tips." And he looked at me, and he just looked so offended. I was like, "Hell yeah, I said that." Because I'm not on the clock. I can say shit. Which is the best thing, like, about being off the clock, is just, like, I can actually say shit.
Well,
And
no, you
so,
still gotta be
like-
careful about what you say, even if you're on the clock or not on the clock.
So, it really depends.
True.
Like, the thing that was really good about working there, though, was that everyone was super chill. And just basically insulted each other like one big family.
Right.
It was
which is always
great.
good.
So, after that, I get my tips, I leave, I go in the next day, and everyone is, like, talking to me about how he was just, like, at the bar the whole time. And I was just like, yeah, it was really disrespectful to, like, all the customers that ended up leaving because there was no host at the stand. Or whatever, and it was just super unprofessional and shit. The fuck was that?
I have
We
no
should turn
idea.
this into we should turn that conversation
He
into
shot a
something
sound
like
wave at me. What the
Oh,
what's it
hell?
called, like PSCA or whatever, or whatever the people that make the "In the Arms of an Angel" that little advertisement.
A
We should do
PSA?
that with his. I don't know what it's called.
A PSA? They call it a
Robbie,
PSA,
stop.
dude.
Stop while you're ahead, Robbie.
In the lips of, in the arms of an angel by,
Well, you know the
Oh.
the ASCPA, yeah.
Damn.
yeah, I was close.
Also, one thing this dumbass always did, he always ran. He always ran in the restaurant, which you're not supposed to do.
Right.
Like
And
running
on the
as in the
very-
actual action, or
The actual action.
Was he running like in the
Okay.
actual action of running? No, he was running for
well, I mean like
president.
running like becoming Caesar or something. You know what I mean?
What? What?
Like running the world or whatever, running your own.
Robbie, shut up. Shut up.
Shut up,
I'm trying
Robbie.
to spice things up for stream,
Let me
okay?
finish the story that should have
We don't-
ended 20 minutes ago.
We don't need your
Alright.
spicy memes, Robbie. We're fine without them.
Let me end the story
It's
that
the least
should
I
have
can
ended
do.
20 minutes ago.
Just shit posting the
Alright.
shit,
This idiot is always running around the restaurant. Actually, running, Robbie. Running around the
Okay.
restaurant. And the very last day that we were the very day that we got shut down. And our manager is telling, we're getting paid extra to stick around and help clean up. So instead of $5 an hour, we're getting $10 an hour. It was
Oh.
awesome. I made over $100 in 3 days. It's fucking awesome.
That's pretty good. Like, that's not
And,
even a joke. That's pretty good.
Well done.
Yeah, it was $10 per hour for helping the stick down. And I made very close to $200 within 3 days.
That's about as much as I make in a 2-week period.
I know, right?
And I'm almost making
You guys need to get some
$10
better
an
jobs.
hour. I'm almost working $10. I'm almost making $10 an hour and I make about $300 every 2 weeks.
But
For insertion.
But so he's running through the restaurant. Our manager is like trying to get us all like situated to like clean up and everything. And this dumbass is like, oh well, what am I supposed to do? And our manager looks at him, and our manager like told him to do something like 5 times already. And he's finally just like, okay, get this stuff out of the kitchen for me. And he's like, on it. And he runs into the kitchen. And here's the real kicker.
He
They
sounds
were cleaning the
energetic.
floor.
Oh my god, did he slip?
He wasn't.
Did he slip? Did he
He
slip?
was not very Hang on. I want to stress this out. He is not energetic. He just wants you to think that he's busy. And so he's like, I'm on it. And they've been cleaning the floor all fucking morning. And he runs in, and as soon as he hits the door to the kitchen, you just see this motherfucker fall back behind the counter, and his glasses just start sliding across the floor.
That's great. That's awesome.
And we saw his legs go up, and we all started laughing. We all started laughing at him. We were like, "You okay, man?" He's like, he puts both of his hands up and like gives us a double thumbs up, and he's like, "I'm good." And then like he just stays there in like a starfish pose for like a decent 2 minutes, and then starts to try and get up. He's like, I'm fine. Oh crap, I'm not fine. It's starting to set in now.
It's starting to
like,
set in.
just,
It's not fine.
We're all just sitting there laughing at him. We're like, yeah, this is what you get, you dumbass. And I'm just sitting here like, finally something happened to him after a month of his stupidity. And so he walked up to our general manager. He's like, I want to claim workers' comp for being injured on the job. And our manager's like, and our manager looks at him. He's like, first of all, you need to get coworkers to be a witness to that. And no one here saw anything. And he looked at all of us and he's like, did you guys see anything happen that deserves him claiming workers' comp? And we were all just like, nope, not a thing at all. And he looks at us, he's like, really, guys? And we were like, we got shut down today. We got shut down today. You know not to run. You clearly see that they're cleaning the floors. Like, that's your own stupidity. And you want to get workers' comp for that shit? Nah. Fuck that.
What's that mean again?
It means you get paid for being injured.
Yeah, I've had that once. A guy burned me with a oil-covered like skillet kind of thing and burned my entire arm. So
and
I got workers' comp from it.
The greatest thing about it is that after that, like, it's the final day. We're all finally packing up like the last bit of stuff in our restaurant to get shipped off to our other location. And he looks at me, everyone's going around telling everybody that they'll miss each other and blah, blah, blah. And he walks up to me, he's like, David, it's been fun. I'll miss you. I look at him, I shake his hand to be polite, but I look at him, and I literally say this to his face while I'm shaking his hand. I'm like, that is a one-way feeling.
Oh, fuck.
And our general manager, Jesse, is standing there, and he just laughs at me like, God damn it, David, I'm going to miss you. And I was like, thank you, sir. I'll miss you too. There was this one day that I had to take Jesse mail, because the mail would come, so I'd take him the envelope, and he smacks it out of my hand. And we both just look at it while it's on the floor. And I stare at it for like 5 seconds, and then I just turn around and leave the office, and you just hear him start laughing. He's like, that was perfect. You waited just the right amount of time before walking away and not caring. I was like, thank you, sir. I live to not care. And he was like, I love the fact that you work with us. I miss my job. So
Dude, I sassed the shit out of my boss on accident. Well, it wasn't on accident.
I'm gonna go get some brownies.
Alright, well, I sassed the shit out of... Well, then I'll wait for you to come back to tell the story, because it's pretty good.
Okay.
There goes the brownie, man.
Well, in that case, I saw this interesting little funny post that I saved on my phone. It's not by iFunny, by the way. I just randomly saw this on Facebook, and I guess it was about something that happened at a school or whatever, but it says, our teacher asked what my favorite animal was, and I said, fried chicken. She said, I wasn't funny, but she couldn't have been right, because everyone else laughed. My parents told me to always tell the truth. I did. Fried chicken is my favorite animal. I told my dad what happened, and he said the teacher probably was a member of PETA. He said they love animals very much. I do too, especially chicken, pork, and beef. It gets better. Anyway, my teacher sent me to the principal's office. I told him what happened, and he laughed too, but he told me not to do it again. The next day in my class, my teacher asked me what my favorite live animal was. I told her it was chicken. She asked me why. So I told her it was because you could make them into fried chicken.
Hey,
She sent me back to the principal's office. He laughed and told me not to do it again. I don't understand. My parents taught me to be honest, but my teacher doesn't like it when I am. Today, my teacher asked me to tell her what my famous person I admired most. I told her, Colonel Sanders. Guess where I am now?
Classic meme. Yeah, get beaned, my friend. Get beaned.
That was so good.
You're such a nerd, Robbie. You're such a nerd.
You should know by now I am a nerd. I mean, look at my avatar. It's freaking Naughty Dog for crying out loud.
I am
Most
the
people have
nerdiest of nerds.
avatars that look like people and all that, or maybe their own profile. No, I went straight for a company that I love on PlayStation.
I'm back. I'm about to get high,
jeez.
boys.
Did you get brownies,
Oh,
bro?
those? It's
I
those
have
kind?
brownies.
Hell yeah. Hell, well, my stepdad actually
No,
said
they're not
I can make
actually-
good brownies, lol, because he lives in Maine and marijuana's legal up there, so it's pretty funny.
No, Robbie, they're not actually that kind of brownie.
Which
It
makes me
was
sad.
Oh. Makes me sad.
Oh, I need it for
I
my
will
cataracts. Holy
Ow!
shit! Ow!
Sorry.
What the fuck?
Robbie, you're never being a part of our stream again, goddammit.
Jesus Christ, that scared me more than it hurt me. Holy crap.
Robbie,
Hey.
you need to get a new mic, man. Like, God.
That was...
What happened?
Jesus Christ.
Your mic, man. Like, shit. The hell was
What happened?
that?
It was like it went to like a demonic scream for half a second.
You blew your own mic out, man. It was horrible.
I don't hear anything.
Of course you
Well,
don't.
not now.
Well, have it to where there's an option where I can partially hear what I say. I didn't hear anything.
Oh my.
So it might have been y'all. One of y'all.
Oh.
Well, since we
Blaming
were...
me for everything.
Well, none of this shit started happening until you joined the stream.
Okay, what put? But still.
Brownies are really
There's
good.
no reason to be like that. Come on.
Container once the threat is
Well, hey, you should have been here earlier. I told Timos over here an interesting little story.
Yes.
Would
yes,
you like to
did.
hear it?
I'm sure somebody would care.
Alright, I'll tell it again.
Fuck.
I think this is like some kind of student writing this about for a teacher. So, our teacher asked what my favorite animal was, and I said, fried chicken. She said I wasn't funny, but she couldn't have been right, because everyone else laughed. My parents always told me to tell the truth. I did.
Okay, I'm gonna stop
Fried
you right
chicken is my
there.
favorite
I'm gonna
animal.
stop you right there for half a second. You can continue in like a half a second. But you're giving like this child like the most southern like drawl that you can imagine. Just like you gave him the southern gentleman
know, right?
accent.
It's just-
When I was a little boy, I was given the best fried chicken of this Mississippi, right next to the gumbo machine that we had
It's
at home.
almost like... Oh no, the way he's talking, just like, it's off-putting and doesn't just... It's
It's like
distracting from
stereotypical
the
black
story.
kid.
It's also very distracting from the story itself, which means you're not telling the story right.
Just tell your story, Robbie. Just tell your story.
Oh god, go back to Tumblr, you pansy.
Oh shit. Go tell your
She said I
story.
wasn't. I did. Fried chicken is my favorite animal.
I did.
Shut up! I'm done talking.
That's great.
I'm just sitting here eating my brownie like I'm the king of the world, just like, yeah, put his ass in his
You
place.
sounded like that one commercial that happened a long time ago. Just sitting here in my garage, enjoying my new Ferrari.
Lamborghini.
With all my fake
It was a
books.
Lamborghini.
Oh, Lamborghini, whatever.
I almost made a commercial like that
My
because my hair was all
fake-
messed up. I was wearing my glasses. I was wearing a white T-shirt, and I was in my basement. And I have like a toy Ferrari on my
Robbie,
on my shelf.
stop!
I have like
What
a
am I
toy.
doing?
I have like
Well,
a
now
toy
you
for.
were, a few seconds ago, it sounded like you were breathing right into your mic.
I
Stop.
wasn't.
So my stepdad asked Robbie, "Do you like watermelon and collard greens with your fried chicken?"
Wait, what? I'm not much of a fried chicken myself.
You ain't a fried chicken boy.
I'll
No.
go see if there's another episode of Ruby out yet.
I'm stuck in the menu.
I'm still loading for some reason.
All right. So David, guess what I got?
What did?
I got Don't Starve Together.
Oh my god, yes. Ah, hang on, I'm choking on a brownie.
Yeah.
Damn, that brownie was good. Fuck.
Someone has left the game. So and so has left the game. All right, I'm backing out of this. I'm gonna restart the game.
Yeah, me too.
Close application.